Following is intended for immature audiences only.
There's no such thing as a radio rating system.
But if there were, this show would be rated O as in...
Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the Crazy Soundboard.
Hola.
I'm Dennis Farina.
So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56, and is that correct? Wrong.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Hello, good clean boy.
Oh, hello, man. How are you today?
All horsey.
You hanging in?
Voice is weak, baby.
Yeah, I know. You've been
it's early
drinking
in the show now.
But
This is as good as it's going to sound, so soak it in.
soak it in right now.
Straddle your speaker.
3 o'clock hour for the win.
I'm going to rattle your insides.
We got a lot of fun planned today, though. And if you wear down, I can try to do some of the heavy lifting from 4:30 on. I mean, once we get to 4:30,
Timmy.
we're going to have Too Hot with Teddy. So there's a couple segments.
I say this with the utmost respect.
Please don't.
Nobody needs more of you. So I'll do my best. How you doing, Ted?
I'm doing good, Mike.
Too hot.
How's your day off yesterday?
It was just fine.
Did you listen to the show?
I did, absolutely.
How was it?
It was pretty good.
What was your favorite part?
I liked all of it.
You
Like Michael
rat.
Bolton's catalog?
No, my favorite part was finding out that Tito is a thief.
All right, so you did catch a little bit
There
of the
you go.
show.
I listened to the whole thing. I
He
did.
probably
I
caught that through social media or
No.
highlights. You didn't listen, you liar.
I haven't. I took notes on the show. I have here. Yeah, Mike was sick, and Tito stole putter. You talked about CJ's shoulder, and he had leather jacket time. There's more waffle talk, and man, you hate sprinkles. I found that out.
Okay, all right. He's got a
That's
pretty
a
good
good job,
synopsis.
Teddy.
That's
Pretty
just-
good synopsis.
I can keep going.
Teddy's got his
I
intern.
got.
Intern Lindsay.
You know what's actually great?
Taking notes for him.
What's actually great is if you have a waffle and you do sort of like a dessert waffle, and then there's sprinkles on the waffle on top of the whipped cream.
Look, I don't care. I
That's
determined
pretty
yesterday
sprinkles.
I have no place in society at all. I feel like I don't belong at all. You all hate pancakes. You all like sprinkles. You all want ketchup on your tube meat.
You thought that you had an understanding.
Timmy's
thought
got
that
a
you
problem
figured it out.
with mayonnaise on a turkey sandwich. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, that's most people enjoy mayo. I think I understand that one, right? I mean, just because me and Teddy don't enjoy it, I think
I'm bombarded on this show
vast
now.
majority of Americans. Oh, come on.
The other idiot I worked with hated all things pickles. And you can say, well, common man, it's like we're all different. No, I work with idiots, is what it is.
I love pickles. You
I
do,
love
don't
pickles
you?
too. Yeah.
Teddy hates cherries. We
What?
know that.
I do.
Timmy hates
Yeah.
bananas. We know that.
I love bananas.
You hate. How do you hate a cherry?
How do you
T-Bone
hate
hated
bananas?
cherries, too. See,
A
we could do this
cherry's-
all
A
day.
cherry's way better than a
I hate
banana.
myself.
Oh no, you're crazy.
Well, we all hate ourselves. Okay?
There we go.
Well,
you
that's-
hate yourself,
that's
right,
true.
Teddy? Please tell me you do.
Absolutely.
Good. You
I've
should.
always said, what self-respecting person doesn't hate themselves?
Yeah,
You
I
know who
agree.
doesn't? It's like the 350-pound person wearing the midriff shirt.
You know what? You should hate yourself.
Yeah, that's right. You should hate yourself.
Doctor Now would tell you different.
My God. He shield the rest of us.
Please.
Too hot with Teddy
Too hot.
at 4:30 today. You got some good audio for us today, Teddy?
No, it's awful.
good.
But I have audio.
Stanley Cup final last night. Oilers score early. Panthers look like they're going to control things, but then
How about that game,
the
huh?
Oilers storm back. They get it done in overtime. And I say this all the time, and I want one here. I can't imagine the frenzy that would occur in this town if you had a Stanley Cup final. I mean, the pageantry, they're bringing out the cup and all that. And think about all the people over the years that have taken that cup and dented it and peed in it and
Everything
that's
in it.
the least
all the things
offensive
in it.
of the bodily fluids that I can think of in that cup.
Do you think there's been like an appendage, or like a digit in that, something that got cut off from someone's
Probably.
body that's not just a fingernail,
There's
like
a-
actual
there's a
piece of
toe.
a finger?
There's a toe in
I'm
the
talking
cup.
like a toe or a finger that's actually been in that cup at one point in time. I'd say yes.
You know, that place, I remember when it first opened in Edmonton, how the reviews were
Yeah.
terrible. I mean, it was this place is terrible. It's quiet and nobody likes it. And it's amazing what winning hockey will do.
It sure is.
Right? Because that place was rocking last night. I still think the Panthers are the better team and they'll win this series. But what I saw last night brings me joy because I don't have a dog in this fight, really.
You want to see something go the distance.
I want to see a seventh game or something competitive all the way through. I don't want to see a sweep.
Something
I don't
in
think
Canada,
we're going to
too.
get it.
A Game 7 in Canada? I mean, can you imagine? I mean, and this is, I'd say for the most part, any city whose team makes it to the Stanley Cup Finals, you see a great environment, right? At the very, very least, you're going to say, wow, that's a great environment. I think what you saw last night, because it's a Canadian town, and we know that nation is starving to win a Stanley Cup. And I'm not so sure about how Canucks fans and Maple Leafs fans feel. Maybe they're more like us where you're not cheering for conference because we have debate about this too. Don't get us wrong, but I know you and I both agree there's never any reason at all to root for Michigan. It's not for conference pride or any of that. I wonder how that goes up there
when it comes to the country.
Mm-hmm. National pride.
Especially now.
Yeah, things are a little bit different
with the geopolitical
with
landscape. Yes. I find it hard to believe that if you're Calgary and Edmonton, that's your rivalry right there.
Right.
I mean, I wonder. You know what? If we were a real radio show, we would talk to a Calgary Flames fan today, but we're not going to. So instead, we'll just speculate. I would assume they're rooting for Edmonton to win this. Maybe not. Maybe you're saying if you're a fan of the other Canadian teams, no. I want my team.
Right. We want the Maple Leafs
break this 32-year streak. Right? Maple Leaf fans, they haven't won since 1967. Do they honestly care if Edmonton wins the Cup? Probably not, to be honest with you.
This is probably something that is of great debate north of the border on their stations and on their podcasts up there. But I did not realize that Draisaitl did not net a goal in last year's Stanley Cup Finals. You realize that?
No.
He gets the first one, and then, of course, Connor McDavid is on the other end of that play for the overtime winner. 30 seconds or so left to go in the first overtime. It's just typical, right? You see overtimes go the distance a lot when the games get super important in the NHL postseason. And sometimes you'll see that full length of a second overtime period go into a third. Games can last all night. You think you're going in for another period, for another break, and 30 seconds before it's done, Connor McDavid makes an outstanding pass, and Draisaitl puts it in, so he gets 2 goals. It's incredible to think about a 1-2 punch like that with those two players. And just when Connor McDavid, still for me, and I know for almost every other hockey fan too, you just sort of hold your breath when he has the puck. It's just, there's no other player like him that has that kind of physicality, that moves that way on the ice, that can see the ice that well, that can shoot it, that can pass it, that can score. He's just incredible. You feel like he's going to do something special every time he touches it.
Got a lot of messages on my phone yesterday. Probably the second most amount of messages other than the day we announced the end of the Common Man and T-Bone show. People reaching out.
That's pretty big.
And it wasn't because, your voice sounded bad yesterday. You feeling okay? It was because Hunan Lion, my favorite Chinese establishment.
It's been gone for a long time.
Almost 2 years.
2 years
Posted
now.
an update saying they hope to open by early August. Now, bless all of you, okay, that you think enough of me to send me these updates. Of course, I saw it. I'm alerted to everything that they text or tweet or Facebook, whatever it is. But allow me to say this with the utmost respect. They've promised deadlines in the past. They've missed deadlines in the past, and I'm sure for very good reasons. But I will not be celebrating or believing anything until I have some hot Szechuan beef in my mouth.
Szechuan beef.
I want to be sweating. Chinese food is like sex.
Mike
if
likes
you're
his
not
beef
sweating,
spicy.
You're not doing it right.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
It's a great dish, and it's also one of the most fun dishes to say. Szechuan beef. You know, they're like, this is basically back to, they're like the Browns. You'll have to see them win a Super Bowl.
That's right.
You cannot think about it. You can't imagine it in your mind. They would have to actually win it and be hoisting Lombardi.
I'm happy to get the
update. And then
update
maybe wait an
because
extra day.
That tells me that at least someone's alive. Right? At times I've even questioned that.
If they're even out there.
Did they all just abandon and move away? And we're all sitting there with chopsticks in our hands
ready to eat for that day that's never going to come. I hope it comes for you.
By the way,
I
speaking
still
of
haven't eaten
chopsticks,
there.
I felt like such the hillbilly. We're in this Chinese restaurant in London, and we look around, and we did our research reviews. I mean, the Chinatown in London is fantastic, and I'm talking legit Chinese food.
A-list food. Really,
fantastic
really good.
food. We look around, everybody's Chinese in this restaurant that we're in. And we're the idiots that say, "Can I have a fork, please?"
Really?
We're the only ones using a fork. And I've tried. In my 45 years of life, I've tried to use chopsticks. It is not the superior invention. I'm an idiot. I get it. But I had to be that guy that asked for the fork.
I don't think there's any denying what the superior invention is as far as getting food from plate to mouth. How does anything go wrong with a fork? You stab it and you shovel and stab.
No, you're not supposed to shovel.
Nothing goes
you're
wrong.
Supposed to take little pieces and savor.
You could do a little bit of shoveling with a fork, but I'm surprised a guy like you actually hadn't learned how to do chopsticks because you love Chinese food.
No chopsticks for me.
I can do the chopsticks. I can show you how.
I don't want to know how.
No, you just said you felt bad about not knowing. I'm going to show you how.
Can I tell you something? Not bad enough to learn.
I'm going to show you what it's like.
Ryan Day is developing a monster. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at some slowdown due to an accident. If you need to travel on eastbound 670 at Leonard Avenue, it's causing slower things from 71. And we've got an accident that's on southbound 71 on the north side at Morse Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. The Ohio Laborers Union, they're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities. From iconic bridges spanning rivers to underground tunnels, they build connections that stand the test of time. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Legend has it, underneath the NJM insurance offices lies a mysterious room of long-forgotten, moldy mascot memorabilia. Often pitched by ad agencies, always rejected by NJM. Is it real? We may never know. But what is real is NJM's dedication to doing what's right for their customers. Astoundingly, they're proud to put policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Learn more at njm.com.
Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
Going up.
Prices keep going up these days. It feels like being on an elevator that only goes up.
Going up.
But not at Metro. We're pushing the down button.
Going down.
We've lowered prices. Get one line of 5G data for $40, period. That's 20% lower. And you get a free Samsung 5G phone when you bring your number. Only at Metro.
5-year guarantee on eligible plans. Exclusions apply. See website for details. Not available at Metro with T-Mobile in the past 6 months. Tax applies.
Discover uncompromising quality at a reliable price with Giant Eagle in Market District. Look for signs throughout the store highlighting lower prices. Surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle. Experience value like never before. Visit Giant Eagle today to see how easy it is to save.
If you've ever sprained a thumb because you can't get this dumb garage door to open, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we've fixed crappy garage doors, straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
We've discovered the perfect morning ritual, the 2 for $6 breakfast sandwich deal at Tim Hortons. Every sandwich is made to order with a freshly cracked egg and melty cheese, just the way breakfast should be. Choose between savory sausage or hickory smoked bacon, served on a toasted English muffin or flaky biscuit. There's no wrong way to mix and match this tasty deal. 2 breakfast sandwiches, just $6. Perfect. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, single item at regular menu price. Modifications and tax extra. Exclusions and additional terms apply.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and so are the summer savings at RCD RV. Don't miss RCD RV's summer kickoff sale running June 7th through the 21st. New RVs starting as low as $12,995. Now's the time to make a splash this summer. Hurry in. Those deals will not last long. Find unbeatable savings, unforgettable fun, and everything you need to hit the road at RCDRV.com. Visit our locations, Delaware, Heath, and Pataskala, or shop online anytime at RCDRV.com.
Summer 2025 is bringing something wild to your Columbus Zoo. The all-new North America Trek opens this summer, a reimagined zoo region inspired by your national parks. Get ready to get up close with Mexican wolves, black bears, river otters, bald eagles, and more in breathtaking new habitats. Discover local wildlife and conservation in action like never before. Plan your visit today. Visit columbuszoo.org for details.
The Fan at 1460 ESPN Columbus is your radio home for Sunday Night Baseball.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Call The Waterworks and Header Heating and Cooling today at 614-232-2222.
The Fan.
Hi, I'm Josie. My daughter turns 5 today. Blow out the candles. I'm also an Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can get home to celebrate with my daughter.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty. Do you want to sell your property, however, you need a little help getting through the process? Let's say you have years of belongings in the home. It needs a lot of updating, you're overwhelmed, and you may need help finding a place to go. I will help you. Visit us today at TurboTrackRealty.com or call me now for an all-cash offer and, more importantly, the help you need at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Today, we will see mostly cloudy skies mixed in with chances of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day. Some could be on the stronger side. Daytime highs topping out in the low 80s, and then for tonight, lows down into the upper 60s with those chances of showers and storms lingering and continuing into Friday with our highs in the low 80s. And again, those chances of rain will be on and off. Otherwise, expect skies to be cloudy. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
This show has over 50 years of combined radio experience.
They also have a combined mental age of 11. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. You've been thinking about getting help, haven't you? You've Googled it. You've Googled rock hard wean. Maybe even started dialing the number once or twice. Well, here is your sign. Make the call for a limited time. An appointment with Tri-State Men's Health is free.
Wow.
So you can see what's going on and how to fix it. This is free. All right?
Free.
You get your blood work, full medical consult by a licensed medical provider, and if medically advised, a test dose. That's all included in your free appointment.
Oh, it's quite a dose.
Call them today, 800-900-9654, or visit tristatemenshealth.com. Promo code WEEN. 90s weird
that?
Rock band WEEN.
Is that a W-I-E-N or
W-E-E-N?
N, yep.
They had a... They had a song that SpongeBob used to play called Ocean Man.
How'd that one go?
Ocean Man. Ba, 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 ba. Very catchy little tune.
Catchy tune?
Maybe
Okay.
Teddy can pull it up for me. You probably remember it.
SpongeBob
It's made the
song?
rounds on commercials as well.
I probably have seen it. Yeah. I should have been a bigger SpongeBob guy.
Timmy, you sent me a picture today.
My God.
It's different from the pictures you normally send me. Normally, it's very well-endowed women.
Playing golf.
Or in various states of dress. Today, it was a very well-endowed man in various states of dress.
It's rather innocuous, though. I mean, this was a photo that was put out by our friends at Ohio State Football, at Ohio State FB on the socials, and they award Dudes of the Week here in the offseason. I'm not sure where they draw the line. I know they have off-season workout awards where, we'd read about Marvin Harrison being an Iron Buckeye. I believe Jeremiah Smith is the first true freshman to get that Iron Buckeye status. Basically what that is just a guy that's an incredible teammate, has outstanding work ethic, and he gets results in the weight room as well, and he helps other people, lifts them up as well. Maybe sometimes literally with how strong Jeremiah Smith is. But these 3 Dudes of the Week are Malik Hartford, Caden Curry, and good on both those guys. I'm excited to see both those players.
We're not talking about that.
I'm excited to see the safety. I'm excited to see the defensive end there. But
get to the point.
Keep buying stock. My God. In linebacker Arvell Reese from Northern Ohio. This guy has been on a lot of people's radar for a good season now. I think I loved him when he was a freshman. He was late to enroll, but they have some of those open practice periods now, even in fall camp, and they're going to invite 750 fans out to a few fall camp practices. So I would encourage you to go see him. But the
they're going
muscle,
to invite them out, or you can
buy a ticket.
You can pay to go out there.
That's what I meant. It's only $30 per person.
Come on now, not the VIPs.
That's like 190
more.
Or so.
Ryan Day comes and sits on your lap.
Well, I mean, isn't that worth it? That's a VIP experience right there.
You get to touch Arvell Reese.
Maybe Arvell Reese will flex his bicep for you.
You could only be so lucky.
Get a great squeeze there. But there's just, all it was a photo. That's it. This was simply a photograph. It didn't have any workout details or stats or numbers. But Arvell Reese, in this photo, I'm telling you, he looks as big as Caden Curry, who is the 6'4", 265-pound defensive end. And he's really athletic. I don't know if we'd call Caden a machine as far as that status. He's not a Chase Young-looking guy, but he's a really good-looking athlete. And Arvell Reese, I just think, his upside, and with Cody Simon leaving, you need a menace there to play middle linebacker. Middle linebacker has to be one of those positions that just means something for Ohio State football. And when you see a guy that just plays relentless, maybe his pass coverage skills might be something that's a crutch for him, but I really got no worries that he's going to figure it out, because with 43 tackles and basically spot time, this dude's incredible. He's strong. He's like all of Australia.
He's really
put
put together. I just popped in the YouTube chat, and I had to laugh. The first thing I see from Harry, I want a Ryan Day lap dance on my ween.
Oh my God.
That's the first thing I see. And of course, I'm praising you, Harry. That's what I should see. Congratulations to you. If you want to hop in the YouTube chat, do it. We're on YouTube. Just search Common Man and Timmy. You will find us.
James Laurinaitis loves Arvell Reese. Loves him to death.
I'm going to say loves ween.
No, I don't think so.
I mean,
yeah,
Hey, good news. Human ghoul Rick Pitino says he has no interest in the Knicks job. He was talking about that yesterday. 72-year-old ghoul.
He is rather ghoulish, isn't he?
Yes, that's the word that describes him, ghoul.
He's been ghoulish for a long time, which is why I think he sold his soul to the devil, to put a pause on that so he can keep coaching.
Now, do we know if the Knicks had any interest in him?
I don't.
No, probably not.
I mean, shocking that they fired
he has no
Tibbs.
interest in them.
Would you want to
Is it shocking?
I think it's shocking. Well, they are the Knicks. So keeping in mind that they are the Knicks,
it's the
in the way
Dolans.
Leon Rose
It's the Dolans.
runs that team and the Dolans, but
we saw that with the New York Rangers too, where it looked like they were on the up and up.
I'm sorry, though.
And then they fired JD.
Yeah,
right?
but they had a dip though. They had a bad season, at least. When you look at
it wasn't that much of a dip.
You look at the Knicks, though.
Turns out they made the right move, though.
Possibly.
Joke's on us.
The Knicks just made it to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in a quarter century.
Timmy, you got to have standards.
That
all
is
right?
a standard, going deep into the playoffs, right? And then trying to take another step next year. It was a little mystifying that they gave up on Tibbs, because these NBA coaches, for the most part, the successful ones, they are the guys that have been around. They're the guys that have maybe been fired once or twice, and then they find a landing spot, and then it finally works.
All right, looky here. Too Hot with Teddy's coming up at 4:30. Teddy plays us audio bites that we've never heard before. We react to them. It's as simple as that.
Could be from this radio station. Could be from anywhere out in the wild.
Could be elsewhere.
Doesn't matter.
Also, it's going to be story time today. I told you.
Oh, my God.
The other day that I bought this. It is a book that I saw on Amazon. Timmy the Tapeworm, a story about sharing. It is it's a children's book, but it's not.
I
think this guy, Josh Jennings, who wrote the book, I'm the only person that's bought a copy of this book. Looks like he published it himself. But we're going to have a little story time. I'm going to read this to you. Timmy the Tapeworm, a story about sharing.
Are you going to flip it through and show the pictures for the people following along on YouTube, or are you just going to keep those parts to yourself?
I'll describe the pictures, but what are we doing here?
I skimmed them. I feel like they're safe enough.
And we could do anything on YouTube, can't we?
Yeah, I feel like it.
We could just get naked right now.
Could we?
We can't play any licensed music, but we could get naked and do it.
We can show weens, but we can't
Ocean Man
say certain things.
Did you find my Ocean Man, Teddy? Did you even look for it?
No, he didn't look.
Teddy.
Look at him.
Teddy.
Too high.
See? It's nice little song. The rest of their stuff is jacked up.
Okay.
See, a lot of people, a lot of parents, they heard this on SpongeBob, and they went out and said, oh, let's go buy the album where this appears. Then they played it for their kids, and then their kids had to go right to the psychiatrist.
The rest of the album bad, huh?
I didn't say bad. I'm just saying it's not what this is.
This is some good old ween here. WEEN from the album The Mollusk, 1997.
Another song on that. I have that one. Another song on that album called Mutilated Lips.
We're talking about fish, of course.
Mutilated lips.
I can't wait for the book today.
Mutilated Lips?
No, the book.
By the way, speaking of mutilated lips.
Matt Kuchar update.
Gooch! RBC Canadian Open.
He dropped out.
He was going to play.
He was going to play.
But Cooch got mutilated.
And now, not.
So, if you went to Canada in search of Cooch, you'll have to settle for something else.
He did appear at Jack's Place, so maybe some of the fine fans got to see him at the Memorial where he played some better golf, tied for 25th, and there was a bunch of weird dropouts for the RBC Canadians. So we got that this week, running through Sunday, and then a week from today. What
is that?
That's the United States Open.
Yes. Good stuff. We play Ocean Man again? That should be the theme for the U.S. Open.
No Ocean Man at the U.S. Open. Mess you up.
Par 3. In the rough. Sand trap.
Par 3. They're going to have a 300-yard par 3 next week.
The Browns are lying to you or themselves. I'll tell you why coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at a 25-minute slowdown due to an accident that's blocking the left lane if you're on southbound 270. On the west outer belt coming up to Roberts Road, it is stop and go from Tuttle Crossing Boulevard. And traffic is a little slow on southbound 71 on the north side between 670 and I-70. This report is sponsored by Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell, Divorce and Family Law. Call 866-323-7529. That's 866-323-7529. Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on. CordellCordell.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
At Kroger, we've lowered prices on over 1,000 items across our stores so you can save even more. Whether you're shopping in-store or online at Kroger, we've lowered prices on thousands of the items your family wants and needs. And with lower prices, your dollar goes further every time you shop with us. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Check out this amazing deal on Kellogg's cereal. Select varieties or buy 2, get 3 free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. SkillBridge and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Two men who are not allowed to sleep in the same room as their wives. This is Man and Timmy.
Please subscribe to the podcast of this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your stupid podcasts. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast brought to you by our friends Care Heating and Cooling. Timmy?
Man?
I see it is going to be official tomorrow. Thank God. Aaron Rodgers will be flying to Pittsburgh to sign a one-year deal with the Steelers. Yay. He has informed the team so we can have everybody talk about this. And we can pretend that he's going to be good. And I actually feel sorry for Jen Winters. Because Jen Winters, big Steelers fan.
What about our man Cole? Do you feel sorry for him, too?
I don't feel sorry for him.
just
I feel
Jen.
sorry for Jen Winters.
And
just
not,
because
not
I know
Tito either.
I know how much. Screw him. I know how much she hates Aaron Rodgers. But now, he's your guy. You have to root for him.
Yeah, that's your quarterback.
And we have to hear all the talking heads on all the NFL shows try and talk to us about how Aaron Rodgers is still good when most of us know that he's not. But enjoy. We'll hear all season long about the Aaron Rodgers revenge tour on the Pittsburgh schedule. Go ahead, enjoy it.
I can't wait to hear Terry Bradshaw's commentary about it now. What did he tell him last week? Go chew on bark, go back to California and chew on bark. That's what the Steelers legend said.
Bark?
He's just a guy out there.
All right.
I don't know.
Browns are lying to you. Tommy Reese, offensive coordinator. Again, talking about how all four of these guys can win the starting quarterback job. You can see them all winning the job, I think, right? And so in terms of the competition, we're so early in the process. We're so early in evaluating that. Yeah, I think, we have a good group of guys that continue to push one another. By the time September rolls around, we'll be ready to go. They're either lying to you or worse, because all these guys lie to you. It's their job. Or they're lying to themselves. That's what you have to be afraid of if you're a Browns fan. I'm telling you right now, there is no way one of these rookie quarterbacks is your week one starter. I'm not saying that doesn't make the most sense for a team that's going nowhere to start a rookie and see what happens. I'm telling you, this coaching staff will not justify it to the rest of that roster. You can say, well, who cares? They should have the grand picture of the organization. That's poppycock. They are not going to go up to Myles Garrett and guys like him and say, hey, you're a veteran, you're on this team, you're in excellent shape. By the way, we're going to start a completely unknown quarterback to start the season. We may get there in week 3 or 4 or down the road, but it will be Joe Flacco or Kenny Pickett. They know it. I know it. Stop pretending that these rookies have an opportunity to win the job. They don't.
I feel when you talk about offseason fodder and just things coaches are saying at this point, right, where we're in OTA season, I feel much better about a line from Jim Schwartz on defense about how Myles Garrett could possibly have the best year of his career. That makes more sense. That's something that you can actually buy.
You hear that all the time
that
this time of year.
But he's one of the best players in football.
Fine.
He's in the prime of his career. He should be chasing down the best season of his career. That's where he is. There's no reason why Trey Hendrickson should have more sacks than him. Myles Garrett's the better player, so you can go out there and show that. As far as the quarterback thing is concerned, it's going to be a problem. I mean, these 4 guys, none of them jump off the page. Obviously, Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco don't. Those are what you call bridge quarterbacks until you find out what you're going to do. Personally, I think that it's a guy that's been there, that's been in the system, and Joe Flacco, that would be the wise decision to buy that time until somebody else gets ready. It's too hard to know right now. You're getting so many, without being at some of the practices and seeing it with your own eyes. And then even if you are at some practices, they're just that. They're off-season practices. You won't ever know what a rookie can do until he sees live bullets in the NFL. And I kind of lean towards Dylan Gabriel not being the guy that if I was going to give one of the rookies more of a chance.
Well, who was it that we just heard
Shedeur
from?
Sanders. Zach Jackson.
Zach Jackson.
Thinks it'd be hysterical if he's on the roster 2 years from now.
Who covers the Browns 2 years from now. He said essentially that Dylan Gabriel is trash.
He did.
And shouldn't be on the roster now.
He said something about 2 years in the future, like no chance for getting to that second deal with the Browns. But, Shedeur, I think we understand some of the reasons why he had the slide, and some of his potential certainly flashed when he was at Colorado, the things he can do. So I would put more stock into him than Dylan Gabriel, but it's still a worrisome quarterback situation. Come on.
All right.
They don't have any.
Thank you. We talked about Gabby Thomas the other day. Was that yesterday or the day before?
What's the difference? I think it was yesterday.
Teddy?
Day before. It was on
So you were here
Tuesday.
Teddy.
I was
Tuesday.
here for that.
Tuesday talkie.
Because we talked about Livy Dunn had the situation where crazies were following her in the airport.
Well, Gabby had the situation. She was running a track thing. That's what they called them, too, a track thing.
Yeah. It's like a Michael Johnson founded event in Philly.
In Philadelphia over the weekend. She didn't do very well, and she was talking about how she was heckled by this man who kept following her around the stadium. She was trying to sign autographs, and he's heckling her and, I guess, criticizing her fiance and hitting below the belt. This guy then went on social media and posted videos of himself saying, yeah, I heckled her, and because of that, I won my parlay. Well, now FanDuel knows who this guy is, and I guess he made the bets through them. They have banned this guy.
Oh.
I always wonder about, and I guess in order to do this, you have to be a stupid idiot anyway.
I'm glad.
But like the doing it and then wanting the immediate recognition, like, isn't it just good enough
you won
in your
money.
Demented brain?
Yeah, you won the money.
That you think you affected her and you won your parlay
So
and you got
shut
your
up.
money. Why do you post about it and tell everybody who you are like a nutcase?
What is more important than getting the money when you're when you're a gambler, right?
I don't know what motivates these people.
That's
Obviously,
the whole
it's something
That's
else.
why you do it. You're in that for the rush of it, and to win the money, then you got to gloat about it. So, did they say that they didn't even pay off on the bet? Were they able to, or did they have to pay this one out?
I think they paid it, but I think then they banned him.
So after this, it's done.
Now,
yeah,
the good news is for him, there are a variety of other sports betting apps to go use, unless they decide to ban him too.
I would enjoy it if they did for this kind of behavior. He goes by Mr. 100K a day. He actually describes himself as the, quote, track and field bully. What is the good in that? That's bad. We should try to take bullying out of society. Here is a guy championing it and trying to use it for financial gain. Get out. We need more bannings. We need to ban more idiots from places. It doesn't happen enough.
You and I want to use the moon as just a place to ship everybody who we don't like.
You think I want to send these people to the moon where Neil Armstrong walked around?
Timmy,
are you kidding me?
We tell people we're sending them to the moon. In reality, we're just shooting them up into space and they die. They're done. They're floating corpses in space.
Do you freeze up when you're out there in space?
I would assume that you do.
Just frost up real quick.
But if you don't get up high enough, you go right back into the atmosphere and you burn up, right?
Well, that
problem
too.
solved.
That too. I mean, yet they had to have an impressive heat shield to get back into the atmosphere. I mean, what'd that thing withstand? Like 17,000 degrees Fahrenheit? How do you design a shield like that?
Not quite sure how anything works, to be honest with you.
Oh, but it worked. It worked. It got those boys back.
Did it.
Okay, Kyrie. Easy now. Easy. You want to talk about the Earth's curvature again?
I was up in that plane last week, flying back from London, thinking to myself, this is all mighty flat. Doesn't make sense to me.
Looks a little weird
Looks
down
a little
there.
strange to me.
That horizon.
Bunch of morons. I can't believe that we have these people taking up the airwaves with their BS. Now, excuse me while I read Timmy the Tapeworm. to our entire audience.
It's good, clean fun.
Uh-huh. Seriously, this guy, Josh Jennings, is probably sitting at home saying, I sold a book. Oh, my God. Who bought this book?
$13.95 just hit my checking account, honey.
Also, I know my voice sucks. I apologize for it.
It's okay.
Teddy's buddy has been arrested again. We'll tell you who coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You should seek an alternate route if you need to use eastbound 70s on-ramp from Bryce Road. On the east side, it's currently closed due to an accident. And you're looking at a 5-minute slowdown due to an accident that's blocking the left lane on southbound 270 on the east outer belt after Easton Way. This report is sponsored by Speedway. There's no better summertime jam than the sound of you drinking a Big Gulp. So stop at Speedway and grab any size Big Gulp for just 89 cents with Speedy Rewards. It's a summer hit, valid through 6/24/25. See app for full terms. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
We've discovered the perfect morning ritual, the 2 for $6 breakfast sandwich deal at Tim Hortons. Every sandwich is made to order with a freshly cracked egg and melty cheese, just the way breakfast should be. Choose between savory sausage or hickory smoked bacon, served on a toasted English muffin or flaky biscuit. There's no wrong way to mix and match this tasty deal. 2 breakfast sandwiches, just $6. Perfect. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, single item at regular menu price. Modifications and tax extra. Exclusions and additional terms apply.
When you shop at Meijer, you can always count on getting a good deal more with your shopping experience. And this week is no different. Earn a $10 coupon when you spend $100 or more in-store now through Saturday. Coupon will be printed at checkout. Then simply redeem your $10 coupon anytime the following week, June 8th through the 14th. Bringing more home for a good deal less. Welcome to the It Pays to Shop at Meijer Good Life. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Hey, it's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of my favorite things, Wilson, is the look on people's faces when they see the end price for Pella windows.
Yeah, I'm always hearing, does it look like I'm wearing my money britches?
More like, I can't believe we get the Pella look and quality at these prices.
Oh, you went the other way with that. You're hearing good things. Oh, this is awkward.
Get the window that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Spring is here and it's time to refresh your yard with Ohio Mulch. With 15 convenient locations in Central Ohio, it's easier than ever to get your mulch ready for the season. Need it delivered? No problem. Save $50 on home delivery when you order online. Whether it's mulch, soil, or even stone, we've got your yard covered. Visit OhioMulch.com today and spruce up your garden with the best.
Ohio Mulch, landscape supply, greener, greener, better.
1-877 Cars for Kids, KARS Cars for Kids, 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 380-225-BATH.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
We at The Fan have created a show where you can be a homer, a hater, or whatever you want to be. Your family may not listen to you, but we will. Sundays at 11, it's The Fan Call-In Show presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus. You're welcome.
Boating season is finally here, and Buckeye Lake Marina is your go-to destination for all your on-the-water needs. With the largest inventory in Central Ohio, we've got a boat for everyone. So come on down and find your next dream boat at Buckeye Lake Marina. The good life, the lake life, starts at Buckeye Lake Marina.
Common Man here. I want to talk to you about my buddy Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. It's rare that a business comes along and offers you such great quality, service, price. If you or someone you love or like, or even strangers on the street tell you they need a jeweler, tell them you got a guy, and that guy is Bob Capace at Worthington Jewelers.
I'm Bob Capace, and I'm your guy.
Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
Sometimes I hear a sparkling sound.
Like when we say, all you have to do is point?
There it is.
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man's wife would rather bang her head up against a wall instead of listening to this show. Timmy's wife is banging the milkman. This is Man and Timmy.
Not true. Timmy's wife is banging Bob Capace.
Oh.
My guy, Bob Capace. He was in here cutting some spots with me a couple days ago. You know what's fun is that at home, Bob Capace lives. Because instead of saying, capiche? Like, hey, you understand? Capiche? Understand?
Uncle Jesse would say that. That was his
Now,
line.
around the house, it's Capace.
Capace?
Capace?
It's not the capiche.
Oh,
Get
Capace?
it?
Hey, Teddy.
Fun to say.
Stop hanging around with convicts, will you?
Okay.
Former NFL defensive end Greg Hardy has been arrested for assaulting a family member. Teddy's a big fan of Greg Hardy.
Why do you say that's his guy?
Via TMZ.com, Hardy was taken into custody on Wednesday afternoon. He remains jailed pending a bail hearing. This is certainly a surprise because nothing like this has ever happened to him before. Of course, he was suspended probably about 10 years ago from the NFL. He was a good player with Dallas Cowboys. He was accused of throwing a woman face first into a bathtub and then throwing her on a bed of guns.
Guns.
You know, I'm sorry.
Guns.
We tasked Teddy with coming up with a parody.
That is so stupid.
This is what he did.
I'm very good at parodies.
I know you are. This whole show is a parody.
Guns.
Now, hold on a second. Did you not have a show about a year ago where you were bored and you just did karaoke?
Yeah, I think so.
So
we did.
Why don't we just listen to, I mean, your voice is strained. Let's listen to this now.
No, I think I recorded over it.
No.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? There was another.
No.
Was there another one that we did?
There was
Teddy?
another one. There were two. There was another. There was a Bon Jovi song. That's him.
Cocaine.
Who did we do that for?
Cocaine. I don't remember, but that was, I think that was a sequel, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's good, Teddy.
Yeah.
No, I did do karaoke, but I think I taped over it.
Well, that's disappointing.
Why? That needs to live forever?
Teddy, you'll need to find that in the L drive then. Put that back into the
Actually, you know
jab.
what will live forever, too? Coaster Bob, who does our production here, production guru, he keeps everything.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, if you said it on tape at this radio station 30 years ago, he's got it someplace.
Well, he would keep files in case people ever wronged him. Oh,
That's right.
There's a funny story about Bob Taylor from just this week where I had to explain to him, Bob, it's Christmas vacation.
Oh, he was upset
He
with
was.
you.
Bob
were
got a
on
little
his
pissed at
list
me.
for about 2 minutes until you explained exactly what you meant.
He was leering at me.
He was offended.
Oh, it got strange. I had to be like, Coaster Bob, you're my guy. We longtime friends. Neither of us have ever wronged each other. It's perfect. So that's what it was. I was talking about the putter incident. It was Tito taking the putter.
We were searching for your golf club.
We were telling him sort of what the scuttle was about, why we were walking around looking in studios. And he said something about, I don't even know where you would put a putter like that. And I said, bend over and I'll show you. And you laughed.
It's a Christmas vacation line. It's a very good line. It was well placed. He was very offended.
You guys know we've said that line like 50 times. We overuse these Christmas vacation lines now.
But once you told him,
he kind of got it.
Then he was okay.
He kind of got it. He was okay. He
It's like
wanted
that
to.
scene in Billy Madison where he crosses you off his people to kill list.
Steve Buscemi crossed me off. I had to be careful. If I went to Cedar Point, he would probably pop up in the bushes with a screwdriver like he just did something to my shoulder harness.
So Coaster Bob has all this stuff. Sometimes he doesn't know what he has. It's just on a reel-to-reel tape or something that's under his bed. But yesterday he was digging around and listening to some old stuff. He found a commercial read that I did from 21 years ago for Donato's.
Wow.
It was holiday time, and Donato's wanted to use me for some reason as their endorser. Like, hey, have your holiday party at Donato's.
Hey, that's a big client there. I'm sure Donato's for many years was Ohio State's official pizza guy.
But he was playing it for me, and my God, do I sound like a pear-shaped loser.
Your voice has changed a lot in 21 years.
He said he's going to put it. He said he's going to put it in the system. We'll have the audio to play at some point. We don't have it yet, but it's very embarrassing. We will play it.
Yeah,
because it's funny.
Yes, I would very much.
We
like
never
to hear
play
that.
any of your old audio that makes you sound like an idiot.
Do some of it now. You got a whole folder for me.
Where's the T? What's the one that's?
What were you about to say? Where's the T?
Where's the T-Boo?
Tim T-Boo? You could try.
What's it labeled?
You could try Trestle. It might be under Trestle. Do T-E-B-O-O for T-Boo.
See, why would you put something like that? Oh, here it is.
Got it?
Tim Hall, Beanie Wells, Heisman Talk with Trestle.
There you
is
go.
that it?
Yeah, there you go.
Set this clip up, though, for people who've never heard it before.
So this is back before I was banging here in Columbus. This was a fill-in opportunity at my first full-time sports radio gig in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I will not deny I was incredibly nervous here. You'll hear the gulping, the swallowing. You'll hear all of it.
You do that now
from time to time, but that's not out of nerves. That's just out of getting too much saliva built up.
I understand.
So that's not,
all right.
I wouldn't
What
say I
year
do
is
that
this?
a lot now. This is, I don't know, whenever Jim Tressel came out with that book. So 2008-ish.
All right.
I want to say
young
7, 8.
Timmy in Raleigh, North Carolina.
A lot of talk has been maybe it would be kind of interesting how Beanie Wells might be a kid that comes and prevents that from happening, as in keeping it the only, as Archie Griffin, still the only Ohio State guy to ever done that. What's your thoughts on Wells and the type of season that he's going to have this year?
Well, Beanie Wells is an outstanding player. He's going into his junior season, yet he's only 19 years old, but he's nearly 6'3", 240 pounds.
That wasn't you asking about T-Boo, though.
Well, that was all part of the question. It's been edited up a little bit. Like that was a rather long, drawn out question.
And they put you on the air, didn't they? You were hosting a real radio show.
What I would say about that is, we talked about that story this week of the dentist golfer who's 34 years old, who's doing his thing. It's never too late. You can keep following your dreams, keep attacking. You can hear what that person sounded like who was actually let on the air to do a show. And I'd like to hope at least a little bit. I'm a tiny bit better of a broadcaster than that guy that you heard. But imagine the whacking and the slapping sounds that are going to go on.
No.
I don't even know what that was about.
What is Tim Hall political ad 2024? Do we know what that is, Teddy?
Why don't we find out?
Should we dare we?
I think
Have your
we all
finger on
had
the dump button. Let's find out.
I think we made it like political ads for all of us.
So many politicians these days are full of hot air, but no one has more hot air than Tim Hall.
I drank the special sauce for him one day.
No one knows what he's talking about.
The ticket for enjoying cold ones on the sand.
Sounds like some of his Washington bureaucrat babble to me.
I even love my handle. It's weighted. It's ergonomic. Mine is a bright orange. It wakes me up in the morning, too.
Does Tim Hall sound like leadership Ohio can trust?
Paid for by Tyvis Powell.
Have we heard from Tyvis how he's doing after the hair transplant?
I didn't see him today. I didn't check out their YouTube
You didn't see him?
feed today. I didn't see him.
You didn't see him?
No.
Jake Diebler hands out a scholarship offer to a local product. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 5-minute delay due to a crash that's on eastbound 33 at 270 on the West Outer Belt. And if you need to use northbound 315's on-ramp from Town Street, you should seek an alternate route that is closed due to an accident. This report is sponsored by Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell, Divorce and Family Law. Call 866-323-7529. That's 866-323-7529. Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on. CordellCordell.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
With rates as low as 8.99% APR, now is the perfect time to save your summer with a debt consolidation loan from BMI Federal Credit Union. Visit bmifcu.org/consolidate.
He shoots, he scores! It's a great time of year to be a fan, but the fun stops when you or a loved one can't control your gambling. Maryhaven is here to help with in-person, virtual, and group options. Learn more at maryhaven.com.
Jeremy Foltz, CEO and co-founder of 3C Technology Solutions, speaks about working with First Bank of Central Ohio.
I think FBCO had a really nice personal touch. Transition was really easy and much cleaner than I thought it would be. Some very specific things that made me very excited to work with them are availability and creativity.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. Spring weather has arrived, and we all know what that brings. Warmer weather and severe storms. Well, when bad weather hits, we all know it can cause leaky roofs or even damage to your siding and gutters. The Roofing Guys are your local experts in roofing, siding, and gutters and more, providing top quality through every roof, every time. So it's just a small repair, full replacement, or even peace of mind. You need to contact my guys, the Roofing Guys, 614-626-7000, or visit them at theroofingguys.com. That's theroofingguys.com.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is bringing the funny this summer. Tiffany Haddish takes the mic on Friday, July 18th with the Funny and Fearless Tour. Then Dion Cole Live hits the stage Friday, September 5th for a night of nonstop laughs. 2 comedy icons, 2 unforgettable nights. Get your friends, grab a drink, and get ready to laugh all night long. Big names, big laughs, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Tickets available at Ticketmaster. Visit HollywoodColumbus.com for more details. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
A healthy body needs good food. This summer, the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce is sponsoring Sun Meals, a summer food program where kids eat free. Children under 18 receive healthy meals and no sign-up is required. Locations may be right in your neighborhood. Call 1-866-348-6479 or visit education.ohio.gov/kidseat for meal locations and times. That's education.ohio.gov/kidseat.
This summer, elevate your backyard barbecue game with Napoleon Grills from Billiards Plus in Dublin. Experience the power of Napoleon's infrared sizzle zone, reaching up to 1,800 degrees in just 30 seconds for that perfect steakhouse sear. Stay connected with the Napoleon Home app. Monitor up to 3 temperature probes, all from your smartphone. Built to last with premium steel, the grilling season never ends with Napoleon Grills from Billiards Plus. Visit Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin and transform your patio into a gourmet grilling paradise.
Do your good-looking shoes hurt and you don't want to wear ugly shoes? At the Good Feet store, we can help you wear your heels, boots, and dress shoes again in comfort. Trade in your bad feet for good feet at the Good Feet store.
Stay hydrated. It's hot out there. So my teenage son just went out in sweatpants and a hoodie. It's 98 degrees. At least I know he'll be cool in our house, thanks to Atlas Butler. If something goes wrong, they'll fix it within 24 hours. They call it their comfort pledge. Get too hot?
My phone.
Oh, your phone. Should have known.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Summer is officially here, and that means rising temperatures. You're going to be thinking about how you can keep cool all summer long. What's the best plan here? Well, one of the ways you can beat the heat and keep the air conditioning you're paying for in your home is to get Window Nation's energy-efficient vinyl windows. And now's a great time to do it. They've got a semi-annual sale where you buy 4 windows, you get 4 windows for free. Plus a free entry door when you purchase a whole house full of windows. No money down, no interest, no monthly payments until 2027. It's a deal that can't be beat. You're getting a great deal from Window Nation because they are high-efficiency windows that are also very affordable. They do that by working directly with the top window manufacturers in the country, which means all their windows are assembled right here in the USA. But don't wait on that semi-annual sale. You buy 4 windows, you get 4 windows free. Free entry door, and you purchase a house full of windows, plus pay nothing until 2027. You've got to schedule your estimate today. Call 866-90NATION or visit windownation.com. Once again, that number, 866-90NATION or windownation.com.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor. And when you're choosing from chocolate or vanilla, it's not that hard. But now, there's all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. So try picking your fave from Oreo Brownie Fusion, Pop-Tarts Strawberry Fusion, Strawberry Swirl, Brownie Batter Swirl, Caramel Swirl, and Caramel Crunch Fusion. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group. Pop-Tarts is a trademark of Kellogg North America Co., LLC. Used with permission.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. According to reports, quarterback Aaron Rodgers is set to sign a 1-year contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll see. Blue Jackets Sean Monahan today named winner of the Bill Masterton Trophy, honoring perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedication to the sport. NBA Finals start tonight with the Indiana Pacers in Oklahoma City to face the Thunder. You can catch that game tonight right here in the Fan. At the French Open today, ladies top seed Arena Sabalenka defeated Iga Swiatek to earn a berth in the finals. Sabalenka will face second-ranked Coco Gauff, who knocked off Loe Bassan in the other semi. Baseball, Cleveland Guardians try for a second straight win. They face the Yankees in New York tonight. Off night for Cincinnati. Clippers at home with Toledo. This update brought to you by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, give Mark Levy's office a call at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit him online at sleepbettercolumbus.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
There's a greater than 0% chance Common Man gets fired before this show is over. You're listening to Man and Timmy.
You know, I got a little bit of a thing. Chest cold.
Yeah, you've had it for
my vocal cords.
You've had it for a couple days here this week. You're fighting through, doing your best.
Went out today and got myself some hot tea, or as I like to call it, boiling piss water. But when I go home tonight, I got the mug in the freezer.
That's right.
And I'm going to pour myself an ice cold Coors Light.
Yeah, you will.
And as soon as I take a sip, I'm going to go, woo! Little goose pimples
Scottish
pop up.
Highlands.
Absolutely. Cut glass with my nipples.
Or like the Rockies in Colorado.
And maybe you can learn how to say Colorado.
Colorado.
Color my world.
Colorado.
Pour yourself an ice cold Coors Light tonight and say the word Colorado out loud, because you will say it better than Tim Hall.
Colorado.
21 means 21. Please drink responsibly.
Denver.
Boulder. Come on, man. You can't name another city?
Fort Collins.
Aspen.
Okay. I say Colorado, stupid, and you just say Aspen.
Aspen.
Aspen. A little place called Aspen. Dang it. Where's the one where the Air Force is? God.
Colorado Springs.
Springs. That's right.
We out now?
Breckenridge.
It's a place.
It's a resort. Is it a town?
Provo's Utah, right?
Provo is Utah. Provo's BYU. Yep. Man, that was bad. I need to study up on my geography for out in Colorado.
Jake Diebler is handing out a scholarship to a local product. Who's this dude?
Jason Singleton.
From Columbus Academy.
Son of Jason Singleton. That's right. Doesn't go by
the very same.
The same. Does not go by Junior, just goes by Jason Singleton.
6'4", 175, listed as a 3-star prospect in the 24/7 Sports rankings, but he's picked up scholarship offers in recent weeks. In addition to Ohio State, he has offers from Dayton, Xavier, Nebraska, Creighton, DePaul, Chris Altman. DePaul.
That's right.
Harvard and Yale are also known to have offered him during the spring.
Harvard and Yale, you're talking about a guy like Seth Towns, who is a Central Ohio product and chose to go that route, made his way back here to Ohio State.
Didn't work out here. But,
but it's not about him being it's not that he was a poor player.
Is he on
prospect, it
his
was injuries.
11th year of eligibility
Yes.
now? Where is
Yes.
Seth Towns
well,
now?
he finished up at Howard. He was actually playing basketball for the Howard Bison and made an appearance in the NCAA tournament here more recently than the Buckeyes have because they played in a first four game in Dayton in a battle between two 16 seeds. I believe his team lost, but still, that was a thing. No, it's cool to see legacy scholarships like this. We had one with Etzler, and that one didn't pan out so well, but to see who else is giving Jason Singleton offers now, and you can tell when a guy gets hot, he had a good season, and the offers are starting to roll in. So some local program like Nebraska, and the fact that someone like Creighton is poking around, everything that they do in their program, it's funny, you go back to when Chris Holtman came in, Coach McDermott out at Creighton was the other guy.
We made a big stink about it.
That was in the running.
We don't want
right
this
there.
guy.
A lot of people were.
Come back.
Yeah, a lot of people were more pro. And I do think the Holtman hire at the time, it was a guy that was coming off of a Sweet 16 and 2 straight NCAA tournament appearances at a place like Butler.
And who's to say that, Bruce McDermott, he comes in here and he has the type
gold.
of success?
Yeah, you just don't know that. But what's interesting about Buckeye recruiting now is they just give out this offer with Jason Singleton. And you remember we were talking about 4-star guard Dorian Jones here this week?
Yeah, he's officially out, right?
It's not official yet, but he's requesting his release, which to me is he's as good as gone. And when I first heard that he wasn't showing up to Ohio State this year, he was always in this freshman class with Amari Bynum. And I'm still really excited about Bynum and what he can develop into. I was more excited about him than Dorian Jones, even though Jones is the Ohio prospect.
No, but Dorian Jones is still a 4-star guy.
Still a 4-star recruit.
That you don't want to lose,
No.
and now it appears that you're going to lose him.
It appears that he is gone. So I think what happened here is, he needed to take a prep year, probably for academic purposes. He said he was going to keep that relationship with Ohio State going. You never know. You never know in this day and age, the way that minds change so frequently. And if your plan changes like that, and that's a pretty big change in the plan, right? I mean, you're talking about getting everything ready, getting your mind ready to go play college basketball. And then when that can't happen, I guess in my own head, I thought it was maybe a coin flip at best that we ever saw Dorian Jones anyway. And then to find out that he's requested his release, I'm thinking that he probably saw the German guard, Matthew Grujicic, jump on board. He said, well, I think about if he's got a year under his belt, what he could be this year, and then by the time I get there next year, he's got a huge leg up on me, playing some of the similar positions, and maybe that scared him off.
You want to read the book?
I'm dying to hear Timmy the Tapeworm. It's my likeness.
Do we need some music behind this, man? Teddy, what do you have?
What are you thinking about?
Mood music for the? I don't know. I don't have to. I can just do it dry.
Kind of like the leather jacket time music. That wouldn't make much sense.
Look how sexy.
Yes.
All right, this story, it's a book that actually our boss, Fish, found on Amazon, sent me the link, and of course I bought it. It's called Timmy the Tapeworm, A Story About Sharing by Josh Jennings. I think I'm the only person who bought a copy of this book, so if you know Josh, tell him to listen to the podcast.
Well, this is actually great publicity for Josh here that we're doing this on the show.
He wants you to know that this is, copyright 2025. It's a work of fiction. Names, characters, places, and incidents are all the product of the author's imagination.
So there's no actual Timmy the Tapeworm or no Jimmy. Okay.
It says written by Josh Jennings, illustrated by Josh Jennings with the use of Chat GPT. That's what it says.
That's a book that you bought.
Oh,
What'd
yeah,
you pay
that's right.
for this thing?
It was like $14 or something.
$15?
Yeah.
Oh,
I said $14.
I just rounded up to 15.
It's bigger than you expected?
That's more?
Are we doing music, Teddy, or am I doing it dry? What do you want to do? I'm asking you. You're the producer. Have an opinion.
I would like maybe some music, but I have to.
I don't some NFL films music.
Maybe some Thanksgiving wishes music or something like that. That's what I was thinking.
That sounds nice.
Here you go.
Oh crap! That's actually a good tone.
Yeah, that's a good call by you, Teddy.
All
That's
right.
why you're the producer.
Yes.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Gather the kids around, too.
Come on, gather around, everybody. Grab a seat.
You won't mind if you look around. This is Timmy the Tapeworm. Timmy lives in a very special home. Deep down inside, his friend, Jimmy,
Inside Jimmy.
Jimmy's a fun guy. He lives life to the fullest. And Jimmy shares everything with Timmy because he's such a good friend. This includes delicious food and really fun drinks. In fact, some of the drinks are a little too fun.
A little too good.
There's only one thing Timmy is afraid of, the exit. It's a scary tunnel with a hole at the end of it.
Oh, you watch out for that hole.
Timmy doesn't know where it leads. But several times a day, Timmy has to hold on tight or else he'll get sucked out the exit. But most of the time, Timmy is happy because Jimmy shares everything with him. Sometimes Timmy's sad because he doesn't know what to share back with Jimmy. He thought about sharing his most prized possession. It had come through the exit a few years ago.
Oh.
By the way, now you see a picture of the tapeworm and a bag of cocaine.
Oh, it came through the exit.
Yes.
Yeah, it came in the out.
But Timmy really liked that possession. It helped him get work done faster. He wasn't sure he could share it.
It's mine.
Most of the time, Timmy the Tapeworm didn't think about it. He just lived happily down in his home. But one night, he awoke to scary noises. In the morning, he saw holes in the wall. Light was pouring through them.
What happened to poor Jimmy?
He didn't know what to do. What happened to poor Jimmy? Well, we'll tell you after the break. How about that for a tease?
What a book.
What happens?
Who knows?
There's a bag of cocaine in the butt. There's a lot of things that can go wrong here.
There's holes now.
Holes and bags
holes.
and worms and all of it.
Exits, entrances.
More about that. And we've hit a new low today, haven't we?
Boy.
Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
It sounds like the perfect bedtime story. We've got a 5-minute slowdown if you need to travel on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and 270, and traffic is moving a little bit slow on westbound 670 from 71 to Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. The Ohio Laborers Union, they're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities. Witness their members as they construct solar energy facilities, harnessing the power of the sun for Ohio's future. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
When you're starting a home improvement project, a few big questions always come up. Who can I trust? Will they be there if something goes wrong? And lastly, how much is this going to cost me? At Newman Roofing, we've been answering those questions for over 30 years. As a family-owned and operated company that takes pride in every aspect of the job, with family members involved in each department of the company, we treat your home like it's our own. That means clear communication, no shortcuts, and a white glove experience from start to finish. And when it comes to cost, we get it. That's why we offer flexible financing options so you can get the quality your home needs at a price that works for your budget. Don't just take our word for it. With over 700 5-star reviews on Google, families across Central Ohio are sharing their Newman Roofing experience. For roofing, siding, and gutter solutions built around family, call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
We could tell you what makes Giant Eagle special, but we think our customers say it best.
I love the fresh produce. I love the fresh meat.
I'm pretty sure the fish guy knows me by now. We're buds.
I love to grill. That alone keeps me coming back.
The people that work here are so nice and so helpful.
Everybody loves the cakes from Giant Eagle.
On every shelf, in every department, we're always going for better because being your Giant Eagle matters.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle. We've all got our daydreams, right? Little things, big things, things you know one day you'll do. Then out of nowhere, cancer. And all your plans don't change a bit. I would know. I'm about to jump out of an airplane Dad. Our first time skydiving solo, and my second year since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health. All right, Dad, let's go. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers.
And I'm his very overpaid celebrity endorser, Common Man. Bob, I heard somewhere, actually from you many, many times, that Worthington Jewelers is where Columbus gets engaged.
It's too bad you and Timmy can't engage the audience.
Good zing, Bob.
If you're thinking of popping the question, there's only one place to go.
Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com. Tell them Common Man sent you.
If you miss a little, you'll miss a lot. Search for your favorite fan shows wherever you get your podcasts and subscribe. Every episode comes right to your phone absolutely free. Modern technology, it's a hell of a thing. Do it now. The Fan.
Hey there, I'm Brad. I'm about to win the Tuesday Night Bowling League Championship. I'm also a highway worker for the Ohio Department of Transportation. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can bowl the winning strike with my buddies.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. Remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Scott Damaro.
Ohio's public school students are counting on our lawmakers to keep their promise to them as they finalize the next state budget. Our students are counting on the adequate, predictable funding model the Fair School Funding Plan provides. Our students are counting on you to call your lawmakers and tell them to support the future of our public schools.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association. With Amazon Business, smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of clouds around, a couple of showers, and maybe a rumble of thunder on this Thursday. Temperatures in the upper 70s. Overnight, we'll keep it down to the mid to upper 60s. Warm and humid for your Friday morning. Could see a shower or storm early, but a slightly better chance by Friday evening and Friday night. High temperatures around 80 degrees. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
One has pizza sauce for blood. The other is Rachel Maddow. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. We are reading a book together. This program has reached a new low, and quite frankly, I'm proud of it. It's a book called Timmy the Tapeworm, a story about sharing. Looks like it was home published by a guy named Josh, but that didn't stop me from spending $14 on Amazon to buy it.
Well, he did also say that the illustrations were done in part by ChatGPT.
When last we left Timmy the Tapeworm, he was inside his friend Jimmy, and he was having a good old time. He even liked to spend time with the bag of cocaine.
Well, you know,
that Jimmy had shoved up the hole at some point.
Got hit up there, so.
But one night, Timmy the Tapeworm heard scary noises. Bang, bang, bang.
Oh.
In the morning, I'm sorry, we need music for this. In the morning, he saw holes in the wall. Light was pouring through them. He didn't know what to do. By bedtime, Timmy was worried, because Jimmy hasn't shared anything the whole day. By the next day, things were cold and dark. He was starting to get very hungry and thirsty. Why wasn't Jimmy sharing anymore? By the way, the illustration is Jimmy being towed out to sea with cinder blocks on his legs because he's been shot dead.
I like the rudimentary illustration to signal that he's dead by X's for the eyeballs.
Finally, Timmy realized he had to leave his home, and that meant he had to face his fear of the exit. But it wasn't too bad. Nothing tried to suck him out. But when he got to the end, he got a surprise. Fishes. Here came one now. Timmy meets Swimmy. Soon, Timmy had a new home. It was nice and comfy, but Timmy realized he He had never shared anything with Jimmy, and that made him sad. Then he remembered he left his possession, the bag of cocaine.
Oh, no!
He had finally shared something with Jimmy. That made Timmy happy. The end.
That's a delightful book.
So Timmy the Tapeworm had a nice little journey inside the intestinal tract of a drug kingpin who lost a bag of cocaine up his ace, was then shot dead, thrown into a body of water, where Timmy faced his fear by climbing out of the anus of the dead man, only to be swallowed by a fish. And now Timmy lives inside Swimmy.
So I'm just fine after all. Timmy is going to be okay. Timmy lives on.
You
He's
are the
resilient.
tapeworm of this show. I've always
That's
said that
true.
about you. You just suck the life force right out of it. If only I had a bag of cocaine to share with you.
This reminded me of our Blue Jackets prospect that actually passed a 25-inch tapeworm.
That's
How disgusting is that? Carson Meyer was a Miami, Ohio hockey player. And I believe he had a cup of coffee here with the Jackets and made his way up to the NHL level. Don't know if he netted a goal. I think maybe he did. But I remember reading about this, and he didn't know what his issue was. Doctors still didn't have answers after 10 blood tests and checks for mono and other issues. But
well, how about this?
He passed this thing, and he said it had a head and neck and 50 different segments. Maybe it had a smiley face
Had
on
himself
him.
a head and a neck. We did this once upon a time. We looked up the record for the biggest tapeworm ever discovered in a human being. I have that if you'd like to know what it is.
I'm going to say that it was
It's, by the way,
5 feet.
It was removed intact from a man's intestine and is on display at a parasite museum in Tokyo.
No, a parasite
Yes, if you
museum.
decide to travel to the Far East, get in your cab, tell your driver, as he says, where would you like to go? Say, take me to the Parasite Museum, good sir. When you're there, you can see on display, what did you say? How long?
5 feet? 6 feet?
Oh, you silly, silly man. 28.9 feet.
Oh, my God.
28.9 feet. No, this was not inside an animal or a whale or anything like that.
A human.
This was a human being, 28.9 feet. It was recorded in I'm sorry. No, that's the one they have on display. Now, again, records were a little
what are we doing
shady
here?
back then.
When was it?
That was fairly recently that this one was discovered. But there's another story that says, in August 1809, a tapeworm was removed from a patient in Perth, Australia. And it was 82 feet.
What? No.
How is that possible?
Well, medicine, we didn't have the medical advancements yet.
I call BS on that.
1809, I mean.
It's like when I see all these temperature records. That's not to say they're not breaking temperature records. I'm sure they are. But it's like, hey, this broke a record from 1862. It's like, what kind of temperatures do they have back then? Now they've got everything.
Global warming. We're a couple degrees hotter than
I understand
we were
that, but
back
I'm just
then.
saying, what
Yeah.
were they using? The same thing they used in their butt? They just held it up in the air and said, well, hot today, mother?
That's a hell of a.
How hot is it?
That's a hell of a tapeworm. 82 feet.
82
Just to think
feet.
about how that could be scrunched up inside of you, just wiggling around all day.
Imagine you go have a little sit down on the bowl.
Oh my God! And then
it exits, and you take a look at that thing.
Like
it starts swimming around.
Well, no, you're not just.
To me, it's an eel.
It couldn't just come out if it's 82 feet.
I don't know.
You would have to start pulling on it to like rip it out.
Teddy wishes he had today off too, don't you? Hey, Teddy.
Yes.
Teddy?
This ain't one of them.
No way. Oh man.
It's one of them down. It's one of them down under tapeworms.
Down Easter Alexa.
Down Easter Alexa. Different. Oh.
Hey, can you speaking of big giant tapeworms that are a waste of society?
Mm-hmm.
Can you please tell me why I continue to read articles suggesting that Phil Mickelson has a real chance to win the U.S. Open?
Oh, yeah.
Explain it to me, because he's a big, giant tapeworm.
What are we doing talking about Phil? Who wrote that? That was really ridiculous.
It's not just one article. It was many articles that I read.
But this one in particular from Mark Schlabach. Mark is a smart guy. He's been a great sports writer for a long time. Talking about Phil Mickelson, and this has been a while since and it was odd when he won the PGA Championship at 54 years old. I'm sorry.
When was that?
He was 50. That was the deal.
What year was that?
That was in 2021.
And that was an anomaly.
That was an anomaly. And Phil Mickelson is not even close. He's not even in the position to be making cuts right now. That's where he is. He's so far gone, living in this live world where it's 3 rounds. We're wearing shorts and we're popping champagne, win or lose. We got our team game. Nobody's watching it. I mean, they might they're lucky if they get 17,000 people to tune in to a YouTubed tournament. I guess they've got a TV deal now, but they continue to get smoked by the PGA Tour, as you would imagine. But no, I have no clue why this is being said about this could be Phil's last real shot to complete the career slam. Because everybody knows the U.S. Open is the one that has always eluded him. And he's had some really famous meltdowns. Some really famous meltdowns in U.S. Opens where he should have and could have won. But golf is a big mental game. It's hard to seal the deal in major championships. We all know that too. But no, give me a break. He's 54 years old. He's really he's not even on the back 9 of his career. He's at the very, very end.
He's in the clubhouse.
He's
raking the trap.
He's at the 19th hole, you know? And this is the end for Phil Mickelson. No shot. I would do anything if Phil Mickelson won the U.S. Open.
What do you mean you would do anything?
You could pick anything.
That means you want him to win?
No, I'm just saying I'm so confident that he doesn't even have a chance to make the cut.
It's not going to happen.
If he were to win,
you would cut off your testicles live on the air.
I would stop short of doing like a Mike Vrabel thing, but you could put a tapeworm in me, and then I'd have to wait for it to come out.
I'll tell you what,
whatever,
Teddy,
you know, anything.
It sounds like you and I have someone to root for next week.
You do.
Lefty. I was never a big fan.
Yeah, now
but
you should be.
Look, we read a children's book on the air. Fine. But if we say time now for Timmy to eat a live tapeworm.
Give me like a 6-foot tapeworm. I'd just
is there a place
it up into a ball,
black market you can go to get that? Tapeworms are us?
You can get anything with money. All you kidding me? I'd wear a nude suit, too. Like a Costanza nude suit.
Teddy will dazzle us. It's my favorite segment of the week. It's Too Hot with Teddy in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's blocking the left lane and causing a 5-minute delay on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt after Easton Way. It's a little slow from Morse Road. And there's some stop-and-go traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay on southbound 315 between Lane Avenue and Town Street. This report is sponsored by Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell, Divorce and Family Law. Call 866-323-7529. That's 866-323-7529. Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on. CordellCordell.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by RCD RV Supercenter in Heath, Delaware, and Pataskala, or at rcdrv.com.
Men, is good enough really what you want with your sex life? This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if erectile dysfunction is making for a bad bedroom experience for you and your partner, you should call us because you want your intimacy to be fantastic both for you and the one you love. At Tri-State Men's Health, our treatments have success rates of well over 90%. And because we're a medical practice focused on men's sexual health, we can offer many treatment options and even combine treatments to find the right one for you. Which means if you're like most of our patients, we can likely get you performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment and make a change from good enough to really good. And for a limited time, we're offering new patients a free first visit to help you get the care you deserve. This includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose to demonstrate to you the amazing effectiveness of our treatments. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you. Tri-State Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Spring showers revealing roofing or siding issues? Trust the pros at Newman Roofing for expert care, white glove service, and quality you can count on. Schedule your estimate today and take advantage of special financing options. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com today.
Sun, splashes, and nonstop fun await at Zoombezi Bay.
Get your 2025 season pass for unlimited thrills,
including our all-new conservation tower. Buy now at ZoombeziBay.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
If the authorities looked at their Instagram accounts, they'd be arrested immediately.
Daddy, what are you doing?
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I have a question for you.
Yep.
Do you think we hear from author Josh Jennings after the reading of Timmy the Tapeworm? I'm just saying, doing a little bit of internet scrubbing, I cannot find anything on the entire interwebs.
I don't know how Fish found this.
I don't know how he found it either.
He sent me the link to it. I bought it.
I see other like tapeworm type of things on the internet, but then the only listing is the Amazon post. That's it. There's something called Timmy the Tapeworm music. That's something totally different out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's not the same thing at all. There's nothing. There's nothing except for this listing on Amazon, which has 2 ratings. Just 2.
If you missed my dramatic reading of Timmy the Tapeworm earlier in the show, good. Too hot.
Too hot. Sponsored by the cancer experts at Ohio Health. Visit ohiohealth.com/keep-making-plans to learn more.
So in this segment, our fine producer, Panama Ted, has gathered audio. It can be from this radio station. It could be from, outside sources, whatever. The key is Timmy and I have never heard the audio before, and we are going to comment on said audio. Go ahead, Teddy.
All right, this one comes from our good friend, Uncle Bo Bishop, and he was chatting about a game system that was released today. So let's check it out.
I see the Nintendo Switch 2 drops today, and with it comes a new Mario Kart called Mario Kart World. I will just tell you this, that the most fun I've ever had playing a video game with the boys, and you can play all 4 at the same time, is Mario Kart on the Switch. It's awesome. I don't know if you can play all 4 in this Mario Kart World, but if you can, all at the same time off of one system, pure joy if you've got kids and you want to kind of wade into the video game world a little bit.
You know how much this costs?
I'm going to say, knowing that the PS5 or the newest Xbox, I want to say is $500.
Well, this is a handheld unit, though.
But I think
this is not.
This handheld unit cannot be compatible with your big screen TV. You can't sling it to that to
big
play.
Screen TV.
Big screen.
Man, I'm going to get myself a big screen TV, maybe 50 inches.
What do you got there? The Zenith? Oh, I got the Mitsubishi.
You got to cut a hole in the wall. Get that thing through.
You ever go up to your big screen TV and run your fingernails across it?
Because it was rough.
Makes that sound.
My dad bought one like in 1990. It cost $4,000.
It probably
weighed massive piece of crap.
Yeah, it weighed 4,000 pounds as well. But video game machine, what's the Switch cost? The 2?
$500.
$500. Is Samantha into video games at all? You guys play anything?
None of that.
And
we got the pinball machine in the basement. We play that.
Pinball's good. Pinball's great.
It's good for the hand-eye. I don't know. That's what people say.
It's
a bunch of crap.
Well, ping pong is good for the hand-eye coordination. Absolutely it is. We hit some quick shots nowadays, too.
Oh, let me tell you something. Teddy didn't put the camera on today. You missed some magic.
Swept me out.
Anyway, that is Uncle Bo Bishop. Bishop and Friends, 9 to noon, right here on The Fan. Go ahead, Teddy.
Well, and I've been told that's why they call it the Switch, because you can switch it from the handheld to the big screen TV.
To the big screen.
Of course, there's the roommate switch, where Jerry and George come up with the Menage.
That's a different kind of switch.
Different type of switch.
Yeah.
Well, the Menage is not a switch. That would be an addition. He wanted to do the switch, so that was his idea to disgust the other roommate. But
Teddy,
she was into it.
Yeah.
I've known you for a long time. How long have I known you now? Like 22 years?
Yes.
Long time.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever asked, but I'm going to ask right now.
Mm-hmm.
Have you, at any point in your life, had a Menage?
No, I have not. Not even when I was back when I was banging.
Timmy.
No.
Me neither, Teddy.
No,
Boy,
you know what?
Wish I would have.
I haven't had it either. We're a bunch of pear-shaped losers over here. My God.
A bunch of losers.
It would be really nice to not satisfy two people as opposed to not satisfying the one.
How do you get to afternoon drive without a menage along the way?
I don't know.
That's a morning show thing, I believe, right?
I think it is more.
Tyvus is having a menage right now with his
T-Bone,
earplugs.
Tyvus, just all of it.
All right, go ahead, Teddy.
All right, I heard this one this afternoon with our good friend Adam King. He was on the Rothman and I show, which Cole was filling in today. So you'll hear
Sicky Anthony.
That's right. So yeah, here we go.
The golf tan is real, and then I wear shorts when I golf, but then you get the sock tan where like it looks like
that's tough.
It's brutal.
It's also tough too. Like the golfers, the farmers tan here from all the polos that they rock. You see some of those, and then some of the guys I've seen have like a tan on their forehead.
Yeah, because they wear the hats
all the time.
Yeah,
that's
tough. That's
tough
a rough.
Throughout your TV career, spray tan guy at all?
No,
Ever?
no,
not that guy. Okay,
I'm not a spray tan guy. I'm not a tanning bed guy. Listen, you get what you get. What Mother Nature gives you is what Mother Nature gives you.
Let me speak on the golf tan for a second. I don't know why it's that big of a deal because I'm not in circles with many golfers where we're going to wind up being shirtless a lot. We're not really Instagram models. We're not really going to the beach all the time and just strutting around topless.
I'd like to say I agree with you, but I'm sitting next to someone who not too long ago went on a vacation and Instagrammed a very disturbing picture of himself shirtless.
One time 6 years ago,
I got to tell you, buddy,
beach pic found its way onto the gram.
Well, one time,
like
40 years ago, I went in my parents' room without knocking and saw something really disgusting.
For you?
And it lives in my head. Just like that shirtless pic of you lives in my head.
I got a good clean chest. I got no hair.
It's disturbing.
It's fine.
That's what it is.
It's fine.
It's disturbing. It looked like you went through a transitional change. It disturbed me.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry that I had my shirt off
For some reason,
that one time.
I wanted to pixelate you. It was so awkward.
And you know what? For golf tans, it doesn't matter. I don't care about your sock tan lines, your arm tan lines. It doesn't matter. What is the deal? And for King, you're fully clothed. You're going to be wearing a suit. All you need is get a little sun on your face. That's a good thing. You put a little sunscreen on the cheeks and the nose and the ears. Just make sure you're protected. And then you get a nice bronze to you. Makes you look good the next time you're on TV.
I'll tell you what, King's never had a menage. They would swallow him up.
He couldn't.
Oh, are you kidding? It'd be scissors, and he'd be over in the corner. Please let me in.
Christ almighty.
Please, can I? Now, get out of here. You can't handle us. Please, I'm on TV. I'm a good, clean boy.
I thought that's how the restaurant burned down. He was doing that.
He was in the Hunan Lion?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a single. He was having some crab rangoon. Teddy, don't start it if you want me to finish it.
No.
Teddy puts it on the tee, and then it's surprised when I hit it.
Right.
All right, go ahead, Ted. Another one.
All right. This is from Chris Mad Dog Russo. He was on First Take the other day, and they had a blackout there in the building, and he blamed Stephen A. Smith for it. So here we go.
We lost power. So, Mad Dog, tell us why you're mad. I'm sure you're not happy about this.
If they didn't pay Stephen A. $400 million, maybe they could pay the freaking bills. ESPN, Bert, Jimmy, and the fellas. I mean, goodness gracious, how dare you, squeeze me and stick me in a hallway with stripes from 2000. Look at these stupid streets. I mean, right here. Look at that. I don't like that. You took me away from my sight. Only because you got to pay him $150 million guaranteed.
It's almost inaudible. It's a different language that Mad Dog speaks. I can't understand anything he's yelling.
I want you to be serious with me for a second, because you're both like really good friends of mine. Am I like him?
No.
Sometimes I do this with Christian. It's like, am I as fat as that guy?
No, of course not.
No,
but sometimes I think she's lying to me.
Yeah, he's you on amphetamines.
Okay, so I'm not
methamphetamines.
I'm not like that every day.
Not regular amphetamines.
No. Will you promise me that if I ever become like that every single day, you'll just take me out back and shoot me?
Okay.
Just put me out of my misery. Don't even tell me. Just say, hey, Mike, we've got sun chips out there. garden salsa.
Heart healthy.
I'll go right out there willingly, and you just sneak up behind me and put a slug in my head.
I'll tell you that I have all your favorite things out there. I've got you some Portillo's.
Oh, there's Gabby Thomas. Gabby
Stacks.
Thomas is running around with sun chips.
Gabby Thomas is going to serve you brisket and ribs from Jack Stacks.
Okay.
She's right out here.
Wait a minute. I don't. Then done. I won't even know.
Just come through the gate with me. Beep, boop, beep, boop. That's it. I'll use a silencer at least.
But you know what, though? I'm also worried about you. How you going to move me? Have a grave already dug. We got that empty lot right next to the building. Oh, my God. Just roll me. Roll me in the grave.
Mike, I wanna play catch with you over here.
Okay, Timmy. Oh, hey. There's a big hole in the
That's it.
I know a lot of people would like to do that after hearing me read Timmy the Tapeworm on the radio.
You're not like Mad Dog as far as you know.
Mad Dog is doing a segment like this right now on his show on Sirius, and he's playing a clip from our show. They're reading Timmy the Tapeworm on the air. Hey, if I'm ever like that, shoot me right in the head.
I want to pay the electric bill. Oh, my God.
All right,
$400
more
million. No electric
Too
bill.
Hot with Teddy coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Traffic is slowing down due to an accident that's on southbound 71 on the north side between 161 and Morse Road. You're looking at about a 5-minute slowdown. And you should know that eastbound 70's on-ramp from Bryce Road on the east side is closed due to an accident. This report is sponsored by COSI. Unofficial Galaxies Star Wars exhibit open through Labor Day. Unofficial Galaxies has arrived and is now open at COSI through Labor Day. An incredible collection of characters, stunning designs from one of the most beloved sci-fi franchises of all time. Unofficial Galaxies now open at COSI. Get your tickets now at cosi.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
It's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
I'm Wilson from that other window place. Leslie, what's that hot lamp against your window for?
Pella windows are tested up to 160 degrees Wilson to ensure efficiency and the lowest energy bills possible, even in the craziest of temperatures. Put your hand on there.
All right. God, that's hot.
On the window, Wilson.
Oh, hey, that is quite nice and cool. So I'm going to go grab some ice now.
Get the window that Columbus homeowners rated #1 for innovation at PellaColumbus.com.
Beds are us when dreams sunk in. Beds are us.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel plus low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 380-225-BATH.
Beds are us when dreams sunk in. Beds are us.
A healthy body needs good food. This summer, the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce is sponsoring Sun Meals, a summer food program where kids eat free. Children under 18 receive healthy meals and no sign-up is required. Locations may be right in your neighborhood. Call 1-866-348-6479 or visit education.ohio.gov/kidseat for meal locations and times. That's education.ohio.gov/kidseat.
At Kroger, we've lowered prices on over 1,000 items across our stores so you can save even more. Whether you're shopping in-store or online at Kroger, we've lowered prices on thousands of the items your family wants and needs. And with lower prices, your dollar goes further every time you shop with us. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Kroger brand 80% lean ground beef is on sale. 3-pound packages are only $3.99 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
You had a solid retirement dream. Sell your home in a few years, bank the equity, downsize, and travel. But with an unpredictable economy and the future feeling uncertain, you're wondering if that equity will still be there when you're ready. What if you could bank that equity right now? With Truehold, you can sell your home for its current value so you can access your equity today. You can bank the cash now and stay in the home you love with an easy standard lease. Truehold even covers property taxes, insurance, and repairs. And since Truehold hands over your equity in cash now, it's yours to do whatever you'd like. Don't let a shifting economy put your hard-earned equity at risk. Visit Truehold.com and receive their competitive offer on your home in just 48 hours, based on its current value, not what's coming. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without moving. That's Truehold.com.
It's almost time for the inaugural 9.71 The Race.
Sponsored by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center.
Run, walk, have a beer with Common Man. Whatever strikes your fancy. Sign up today at 971therace.com.
It's a different world today than it was 30 years ago when I started Care Heating and Cooling. This is Mike Weens, now the retired founder of Care Heating and Cooling with my sons, Dennis and Ryan.
Dad, 30 years ago, you were the first to warn of companies using service technicians as salespeople, of abusing the trust that a service technician has. With the big conglomerates now buying companies all over Central Ohio, this has become the normal business model.
It's all about greed. The conglomerates know they can make a lot more money by incentivizing their technicians to sell air conditioners instead of fixing them. They train their techs to take advantage of a customer when they are the most vulnerable.
Dad, that is not how we were taught. In 2024, Care Heating and Cooling was awarded a BBB Torch Award for ethics and was named the Lennox Partner of the Year. You don't earn those awards by leaving cat toys behind.
Call Care Heating and Cooling at 1-800-COOLING or schedule an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
They refer to each other as stupid, so they must get along.
We fight a lot, but at the end of the day, it's okay, because we really do hate each other.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
This show is extra disturbing today. First of all, I sound like crap because my voice is in and out. Also, we read a children's book, air quotes, children's book called Timmy the Tapeworm on the air. We've also discussed if we've ever had menage a trois.
Yeah, we got it.
I've asked Timmy to mercifully kill me.
If you get to be like Mad Dog Russo, where you're screaming at that clip. What do you think your percentage of screaming is?
I don't know. I need you to tell me.
Over the course of a 3-hour show, all the hot air you're blowing, what percentage do you think is screaming? Actual, like, decibel rising screaming.
Nobody listens more than Teddy. How close am I to Mad Dog level?
No, I'd say it's less than 5% per show. That's screaming.
Well, if he's like a 10, you're probably closer to that maybe 6 range, I guess. You used to be up there about a 7 or 8. But
you think I've mellowed?
Yes, I think so.
Well, you started talking to your doctors about this, right? Like they told you you've got to pull back on the reins a little bit, or else.
They gave me some pills. That helps a little bit.
They didn't give you any Jack Stacks and
no, I asked for it.
Gabby Thomas wasn't there to help out.
Oh, hello, Nurse Gabby.
Garden salsa sun chips. Does Mikey want a Reese's Take 5 today?
I had one today.
I have a whole case of them out here.
Delicious.
Oh, I got some salted nut
Who
rolls
doesn't
out
like
back.
a good Take 5?
Oh, they're just amazing.
Delicious. All right, Teddy, we're in the middle of Too Hot with Teddy. He's playing us audio. Go ahead.
More.
All right. I know you guys love First Take. So here's another one.
Oh.
And we have Molly Karam. I believe that's her name, right? The host of the show.
Sounds good.
She is asking Stephen A. question.
Stephen A., would you rather be head coach of the Knicks or president of the United States?
Oh, doggy. Oh, my loyalty to New York, being a native New Yorker. The Knicks, I love the orange and blue. To me, to have a chance to resurrect the Knicks and win a championship. But I'd have to work for Dolan, wouldn't I? That's tough. And because I'd have to work for him, I'd really have no power other than the power granted to me by him. But if I was the commander-in-chief, president of the United States,
I want to kill myself.
The man that the American people elected to guide us into the future and to deal with our issues, I would have to say the presidency myself. I'd have to say presidency of the United States of America.
What are we doing?
This Teddy, I asked you if I was Mad Dog Russo before. Am I him? Am I a lesser version of him too?
No.
My God.
What was that?
I wanted to rip my own pubes out. That's how uncomfortable I was even listening to that.
I love the beginning of it.
I'll never
That was my
forget.
favorite.
I'll never forget the second-hand embarrassment that we felt when Sarah and I were a young couple. We were only dating at the time. We were still years away from when we would get married. And we went to a Joe's Crab Shack because you're in college and that's a hot night out. We're going to go have some seafood at the Joe's Crab
Used to
Shack.
be a hopping place
and
back
have
in
a
the
great
day.
time. And they would degrade their good boys and girls that worked there, the fine young men and women that would serve your food. Every 20 minutes or so, they would have to stop what they were doing wherever they were and perform the Macarena. And we had no idea of this spectacle. We had no idea that existed. And there could not have been more hands on the face and looking at each other, eyes widening. The secondhand embarrassment I didn't think would ever be matched until I just heard Stephen A. Smith.
That guy's getting paid $100 million to do that.
This guy.
Joe's Crab Shack people are not.
They're making $350 an hour plus tips. And then I heard that clip from Stephen A. Smith. What the hell was that? What was that? That was creepy. My skin was crawling.
Teddy, I have nothing nice to say.
No more
All
first
right,
take, Teddy.
this one's even better because this is Dave Portnoy from Barstool.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was berating his co-host. So just check this out. Wow.
Shut up! If you just want me to ignore it, don't tell me to shut up. Don't tell me. Shut the up, you bald. Okay, go ahead. How's that? Oh, it's kill. I'll never recover from that, Dave. Go ahead, continue. I'll never recover. Well, you're the one who big boss man. Don't tell. I'll tell you. You work for me. Okay, go ahead. Continue. You little bitch. You work for me. Sure, you bet. For now. Oh, you continue. Don't? For now.
Whoa! And by the way, did Steven say doggies at the beginning of that last clip? I had a problem with that. Oh, God, Teddy, this is way too hot.
This is too hot,
way
Teddy.
Way too hot.
Way too hot.
Stop this. This heat is bad.
It's so uncomfortable.
It's burned in the oven here. Oh, man.
Teddy.
Yeah. Yes.
Do I sound like that?
No.
The name of the segment is Teddy, is this me? I wish I was as rich as these guys.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Local rich. Not,
local rich.
Like local H. But local
Good,
rich.
my guys, local H.
Local H, great.
Good catalog. All right, is there more, Teddy?
Yeah, I have
are they cringeworthy?
This one's a little cringeworthy, yeah, but it's Paul Feinbaum interviewing Lane Kiffin at their media days they had there last week, I believe it was. So this is entertaining. Listen.
And I know that America is eagerly waiting to hear from you, Coach. We haven't seen you in a while. How are you?
Awesome, Paul. Glad to be here.
I know you are.
Another year with you.
You say that with tremendous emotion, and I appreciate that. I know it's sincere.
Well, at least we're still here.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, there are a lot of things I could say about your season last year, but I'm trying to stay in your good graces.
I appreciate it. You should wait till I'm off air. Wait till I'm off camera.
My God.
Timmy, remember when I told you?
Oh, my God.
To take me out back and shoot me?
After this segment, that would be a pretty good feeling.
What are you doing? It's too hot.
That's what you wanted, right?
I want to rip my skin off.
Teddy, I have another one here with Feinbaum. You want to hear this one? Come on, let's play this.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I mean, is there a statute of limitations on me getting you fired at Southern Cal, or not?
Yeah, this will be it. We'll put it to rest here. There's the Gulf. I'm no longer going to bring it up. I'm grateful for it, though. That's what I've said.
I mean, look at you.
Everything happens for a reason.
Look at you now.
Stop it! Teddy!
Yes.
You've outdone yourself today. Oh. Hey, what have we been talking about for the last 2 hours? You don't want to know, but we're going to tell you anyway with the Pulse coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to find traffic is moving slow due to an accident that's blocking the left lane on southbound 270 on the west outer belt at Tuttle Crossing Boulevard. And there's some slower traffic on northbound 71 on the south side between Frank Road and 315. This report is sponsored by COSI. Unofficial Galaxies Star Wars exhibit open through Labor Day. Unofficial Galaxies has arrived and is now open at COSI through Labor Day. An incredible collection of characters, stunning designs from one of the most beloved sci-fi franchises of all time. Unofficial Galaxies now open at COSI. Get your tickets now at cosi.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and so are the summer savings at RCD RV. Don't miss RCD RV's summer kickoff sale running June 7th through the 21st. New RVs starting as low as $12,995. Now's the time to make a splash this summer. Hurry in. Those deals will not last long. Find unbeatable savings, unforgettable fun, and everything you need to hit the road at rcdrv.com. Visit our locations, Delaware, Heath, and Pataskala, or shop online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Need flexible funds fast? With HELOC from CME Federal Credit Union, you can get a low intro rate of just 3.95% for the first 6 months, helping you save while you borrow. Visit cmefcu.org to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
I've had a number of surgeries, and frankly, I don't have time to rehab a surgery and an operation at this point in my life. I didn't want to take time off my kids' activities.
That's why former college and pro football player Bobby Carpenter turned to QC Kinetics. We couldn't be happier saving our patients like him from operating rooms and long recoveries.
I've been able to resume like normal activity for me, which is a lot of running. It's a lot of workouts. I've been very, very blessed with how it's been able to hold up.
For so long, patients have accepted surgery as the only solution. But with new technologies, the medical professionals at QC Kinetics use regenerative treatments, your body's own biologics, to help heal and restore knees, hips, shoulders, and backs.
I actually ran into a friend of mine over at our golf course, and he had his knee done. It felt so well. He got his shoulder done. He goes, I can't thank you enough. He had heard the commercial on the air, and so it's feeling great.
Find out how you can avoid surgery and finally get relief. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Hey, it's Anthony. Comfort is king. We all strive for it, but life gets in the way. You know that. And oh, my aching feet is not just a cliche. That's why the Good Feet store, in my opinion, has the best arch support solutions engineered to help you and me live the life we love without pain. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of. I'm a customer. I have their 3-step system put right into all my shoes. They support, balance, and strengthen my feet and really guide them right into their ideal position. Every step I take, every move I make, I get relief. Not from the song, although I love that, but from my personally fit arch supports from the Good Feet store. Your free fitting is designed to help them understand you, your pain, and your discomfort, your personalized system. You'll walk out wearing your new arch supports hassle-free and begin living the life you love without pain. The Good Feet store on Stringtown Road in Grove City or Polaris Parkway. Learn more at goodfeet.com.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota construction equipment featuring durable Kubota engines, more comfort, more productivity, more get it done right. The Kubota construction lineup shows up ready to work every day. Late now. Bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for 60 months, or save up to $4,500. Now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by Columbus Equipment in Columbus, Dayton, or Toledo to see their full line of Kubota construction equipment, or check them out online at columbusequipment.com.
Hey, you. Wouldn't a Diet Coke at 7 a.m. totally hit? You know you can get that from Wendy's for just $1, right? Even you, girl drinking a Fanta on the way to 8 a.m. Pilates class. Any soda you want, any size, just $1. So go get that breakfast soda, you morning menace. But maybe hurry, because it's only during breakfast. Morning soda? Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours. Exclusions apply. Not valid in a combo. Prices may be higher in Hawaii.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Guys, listen up. How many of you out there have been diagnosed with sleep apnea? Maybe your partner can't tolerate your snoring every night. You can't stand your CPAP machine. I totally get it. But the good news is there are alternatives to the CPAP machine. And Dr. Mark Levy is here to change your sleep and your life. Trust me, your spouse will thank you later.
Dr. Mark Levy can customize an oral appliance that opens your airways, helps you breathe better, and of course, stops your snoring. That's the main point. It's quick and comfortable and an alternative to those bulky, loud CPAP machines you always hear about. For over 15 years, Dr. Mark Levy has led the way when it comes to treating snoring and sleep apnea, and now he's expanding his practice to better serve his patients with a brand new location in Marysville. I love Marysville. If you're snoring and not sleeping, you need to call Dr. Mark Levy's office today. Do not delay. Schedule your appointment today with Dr. Mark Levy at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP. That's 1-800-MORE-SLEEP. You can also visit him online at sleepbettercolumbus.com. And now, sleepbettermarysville.com too.
If your garage door is moodier than your emo teenager after a breakup, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we've fixed crappy garage doors, straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. After lots of talk about it, reports indicate that four-time MVP quarterback Aaron Rodgers will sign a one-year contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rodgers is expected at the team's minicamp next week. The Blue Jackets' Sean Monahan today named winner of the NHL's Bill Masterton Award, honoring perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedication to the sport. NBA Finals start tonight. Indiana Pacers in Oklahoma City to face the Thunder. You can hear that game tonight right here on The Fan. Tennis and the French Open today. Ladies' top seed Arena Sabalenka and number 2 Coco Gauff will meet in the finals after both posted wins in the semis today. Baseball, Cleveland Guardians in New York to face the Yankees. Off day for the Reds. Meanwhile, Clippers at home with Toledo. This update brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union. With rates as low as 8.99% APR, save your summer with a debt consolidation loan. Visit bmifcu.org/consolidate. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The only show that can bring a dead queen back to life. This is Common Man and Timmy.
What are we doing here today? Your guess is as good as mine.
I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. I'm disappointed with Sarah from some texts I got during the show. Apparently, the Segway salespeople are out in full force in our neighborhood today. And we discussed this. We talked about this. We went over the plan for how to get rid of the Segway salespeople when we don't want to enter into the pitches. You just go with incoherent babble. When they're trying to get into the pitch, you just stop them and say, duck pins.
They'll tuck her out.
Right. Oh.
They'll give up and go away.
I got rot. Got to get back. Got to hop to it.
Gutters aren't going to clean themselves.
Chinese food. Hey. Just say something like that, smile at him oddly, and go back in.
Don't answer the door.
No, but she was like taking a different route to go back home because she didn't want to cross paths with them. It was a person that was trying to catch her on the walk and almost like follow her back to the house to try to continue on with the pitch.
This is ridiculous.
Just don't go the long way, babe. Just be crazy, be a lunatic, and it'll all be done. That's all. They won't come by again if we're nutso.
Any more vomiting in your house? Every time I talk to you, it's like, oh, yeah, I threw up. Kid threw up.
Yeah,
Sarah threw up.
It's funny you said that.
Dog threw up.
Jack is starting his he's starting to play football. It's a big thing in the house. And he's been talking about this, thinking that he wanted to do it. And conditioning started this week. So he went yesterday for the first time. He did not play. He's never played tackle football. He's played a couple seasons of flag football. Really enjoys the sport. Loves everything about the game. Wants to make a go of it. So you want to do this? Okay. Like, we'll have your back. We'll be behind you. So we got his helmet for the first time, which was cool. And it was just some on-field running, conditioning, and some weights. And that's what it's going to be.
And he puked?
And he said he was fine yesterday. And we had a little taco nacho. We made it at home. You know, I'm fine here today. I don't think there was any issue. So I think maybe there was a combination of something else. And got a text from him while we were doing the show that he didn't feel well. He actually puked today. And so he had to sit out the second conditioning. And now the thing that I didn't tell you about yet.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
Does, right?
Yeah.
Son, you puked. You're good now.
Let's go, Jack.
Get on to practice.
That's part of conditioning.
You should be
puke, you go.
You should be throwing up while you're there.
Teddy was playing both sides of the ball like Travis Hunter.
Teddy was an animal.
You're saying they did those conditioning drills at Amanda Clear Creek?
Oh, man.
That too.
2-a-days? Oh,
Yeah, look, they didn't have rules back then, Teddy.
No,
Two-a-days.
Like, it's too hot and humid out here. You were out there sweating.
That's right. Take these salt pills. They're good for you.
Teddy was ready for 3-a-days after practice was done. But no, this actually
And he
happened.
went home to a menage.
This
No,
is
that
a
didn't
menage kind of
happen.
guy. He's a hero back there. So on Monday night, he had the day at Kings Island. He went with some buds to Kings Island. What a perfect way to start summer, by the way. Day one of summer vacation, you get the trip to one of the two fine amusement parks.
Too?
He vomited in the middle of the night.
What the hell's the matter with you people? What kind of gene pool are you passing on here? You should be disgusted with yourself.
He leaned over the bed to vomit. He has a loft bed where the desk is underneath. And so the just went all the way down to the carpet below.
First of all,
fun cleanup.
You shouldn't have to clean anything up. The kid's 13 years old.
Of course I shouldn't.
No, he cleans up his own puke at this age.
Absolutely.
He's not 6.
I know.
You give him a bucket and you stand over there and say, you pick up that chunk.
Well, we've set the rules. There's no more throwing up if it's not in a bucket or in the toilet. That's it. Your body tells you when you're going to yak. You get warning signs. You get signals.
He should be cleaning it up.
You can't throw up and then go back to bed. It's outrageous.
Is that what he did?
It's outrageous.
He stuck his head over the thing and then went right back to sleep?
Like a college kid. I mean, what?
What the hell is going on in your house?
We'll have to change the carpets. I'm just going to throw the bed away. I'll need a sledgehammer to do it, building the damn thing. It's IKEA loft. What
have these morons been talking about for the past 2 hours? It's time for the Pulse.
Sledgehammer. All right, so the Oilers beat the Panthers. Leon Draisaitl had the nifty overtime winner set up by Mick Jesus, old Connor McDavid. What a great game. Honestly, it was just an outstanding game. Florida was pretty good in this one, but they kind of were in that settling back mode. And the third period was all Edmonton. Just the crowd, the environment. It was a great game to watch.
And the Panthers took that
through on TV.
3-1 lead. I thought it was absolutely done.
And Edmonton just kept chipping away. Bob, I don't even think was bad. Bob was quite good. He was quite good in this game. I know he gave up 4 goals when it was all said and done, but what do you have? 41, 42 saves to go along with that? That's not that bad of a clip. So, I mean, this is already much, much different than last year where the Panthers took a 3-0 series lead. So
I'm looking for a good
that
series.
home game. Yeah.
Looking for a good series. Let's see it go the distance.
What do you believe? Draisaitl did not have a Stanley Cup Finals goal last year. Now he's got 2 through just 1 game. Your gal, Gabby Thomas, she was heckled.
Gabby.
She was heckled at a recent track meet in Philly. And we were talking about this jabron because not only did he heckle Gabby Thomas, and it worked, he won a parlay because Gabby Thomas lost, and he went on social media bragging about it, laughing about it, having a good time, really proud of himself that he got in the head of an athlete. And it wasn't just getting in the head. It was pretty degrading. He was following her around. He was running around to different spots in the bleachers doing it this way. And so FanDuel has actually banned this bettor from the site. So I don't know what happened with the payout of the parlay. He probably got his money. But as for that, that's it. So banned. We're also looking forward to something that you need to see happen with your own 2 eyes before you're going to believe it. But one of the common man's favorite spots to get a bite to eat, that is the Hunan Lion. It is set to reopen. It's set to reopen in August after a fire closed it back in 2023.
Say, but they've given us dates and time frames in the past, and they've blown right past it. I'm not going to believe it until I get some hot Szechuan beef in my mouth.
But it did close by fire. You're not saying there was some conspiracy with why it closed, are you? Do we know for a fact fire closed it?
There was a fire because Adam King was sleeping with the hostess there. And he knocked over a pot.
Does King like this restaurant? Have you guys talked? Why King?
A long time ago, King had a certain
a long time ago
fragrance that he liked to wear. The only other time that I've ever smelled that fragrance was the Asian lady at the Hunan Lion. And so I made the comment that they were sleeping together, and that's what caused the fire.
Kingy. All right.
Kingy, get on with Hunan Lion.
He does, apparently. Some Ohio State basketball news here. Buckeyes have offered Jason Singleton, 2026 prospect, combo guard from Columbus Academy. If you recognize that name, Jason Singleton, it's because we had a Jason Singleton on the 1999 Final Four team. He was a really good player here. He worked in the athletic department as well, and he averaged 8.6 points, 3.5 rebounds, and almost an assist and a half from 1995 to 1999. I just heard Scooney Penn on Bishop and Friends today. They were catching up with him, talking some NBA Finals, talking some college basketball as well. So the Buckeyes have 2 verbal commitments from their 2026 class. They've got 4-star guard Marcus Johnson. We've heard a lot about him and the relationship with Meechie Johnson and how Meechie didn't turn out. So I know we still has some thoughts and hoping that we can get to the finish line with Marcus Johnson as well. He's really, really good. And also 3-star power forward Alex Smith from right here in town, Upper Arlington. You're talking about super local here. You like that? How you get an Upper Arlington kid and also a Columbus Academy kid with former Buckeye basketball pedigree right there? Good answer. 4-star guard.
Sorry. I was just...
That's okay. 4-star guard. All right, good answer. 4-star guard Dorian Jones. We talked about him a little bit last week because we found out that he was not going to join the 2025-2026 class, for which he was set to be a true freshman. He needs a prep year. I had some reservations when things like that happen. Today's kid, today's day and age. Maybe it's a coin flip at best that we ever see him. Turns out Dorian Jones now requests the release from Ohio State. He's going to reopen the recruitment. If you request it, give it. Have it. Go wherever you need to go.
Just something just crossed my timeline. Apparently
what happened?
The bromance between Trump and Elon is over.
Oh, he kicked him out. He's off the Doge.
They hate each
Is he
other
off
now?
the Doge?
So, Trump's got this bill that he wants to pass. Elon's not a fan of it.
Which one?
The big beautiful bill.
Yeah,
the big beautiful bill. And so Elon's not a fan of it. But Elon apparently dropped today that. Man, I'll tell you, when this relationship went sour quick. Elon said that Trump is in the Epstein files.
Oh, my
God. The Jeffrey Epstein files, and that's why they haven't been released to the public.
He tweeted that?
Yes,
he said that?
Oh, my God. Get your popcorn ready.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. My voice sucks. Hey, Timmy wants to become the Beachmaster. He'll tell you what that means. Coming up next, Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slower traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay on westbound 670 from Leonard Avenue to Neal Avenue. And things are also slow on northbound 71 on the north side from Hudson Street to North Broadway. This report is sponsored by Put-in-Bay Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau. A slice of paradise on Lake Erie for any getaway or retreat. Put-in-Bay awaits with dining, Crystal Cave, Heinemann Winery, and Harry's Memorial. Start planning at visitputinbay.com. Put-in-Bay, an everyday island getaway. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
It always seems to happen at the worst time. You're finally in bed after a long, hard day, and then you hear it. You sit up, heart sinking. Is that coming from the ceiling? All of a sudden, it's a middle-of-the-night flashlight hunt to find the leak. But don't worry, Newman Roofing has you covered, literally. With more than 3 decades in the business, we've seen just about everything a storm can throw at a roof. Our teams know how to spot the problem, explain your options, and fix it right the first time, with craftsmanship and care you can feel good about. We're not just here for a quick patch job, and we never will be. We're here to make sure your home stays protected season after season. So when it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, choose the company you can trust, Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Get Eco.
ECO. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Aaron. Hey, it's that time of year again. What time is that? The time all the air conditioners start breaking down. Oh, that time. Yep, every year.
Get Eco.
ECO. Like a swarm of bees. They all get together in a coordinated effort. You mean the Queen air conditioner tells them all to break down? Nah, they just get tuckered out in the heat, Aaron. Can we handle all the calls? Sure, we have a swarm of highly trained coolness experts standing by.
Get eco.
ECO.
And we have $3.5 million in new service trucks to get them there the day you call. The same day? Well, what if you don't call until... We'll come as late as you'll stay up to let us in. Same day. That explains all the revving engines. It's like a beehive of activity, Jerry. Do you know I invented that weird Scoopy thing you serve honey with? You should invent something for ketchup, Jerry. It's America. Ooh, now that's an idea.
Get eco.
ECO.
GetEco.com.
When sudden illness or injury strike, Ohio State offers 3 types of urgent care to meet any of your needs. From traditional urgent care to our specialized orthopedic urgent care for activity-related injuries and advanced urgent care for more serious injury and illness, Ohio State's experts treat everything from broken bones to ear infections and colds and flu. When your illness or injury can't wait, the choice is clear.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.
Austin and Berm are back with a new daily podcast, the ultimate OSU football insiders. You know, it's refreshing to have some smart people working here from time to time.
The Beat with Austin and Berm on the 10 TV Plus app.
Subscribe today.
This is the sound of a popular American motorcycle. It's the sound of freedom, the open road, really good times. And this is what it sounds like with a drunk guy in it. How do you like the sound of that? Cops are cracking down on drunk motorcycle riders. If you ride drunk, you will get caught and you will get arrested. Drunk riding. Over the limit, under arrest. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Transportation.
This is Pause Before You Play, and it's time for more game day picks from local sports fans. You're on the air. Who you got?
Actually, I'm not betting. Just chilling and watching the game.
I know that move. A pause. Sounds like you've got a winning strategy.
Exactly. After I set limits and recognized the risk, I knew it was time to stop.
Now that is responsible betting, folks. Sports are fast. Betting shouldn't be. Make a plan at pausebeforeyouplay.org. That's pausebeforeyouplay.org.
From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of clouds around, a few showers and a couple of rumbles on this Thursday. Temperatures running around 80. Overnight will fall back down to the mid to upper 60s. And after a muggy start Friday morning, chance of a shower or thunderstorm mainly late Friday and Friday night. High temperatures around 80 degrees. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
A show with copious amounts of fart sounds. Emphasis on copious.
Oh no, I get a fart, but I don't know which way to lean.
This is Man and Timmy.
I'm very upset with you. By the way, this dumb show brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. You just did the Pulse.
Uh-huh.
And you didn't bring up any of the interesting things that we did the first 2 hours.
All right, so
we read a book called Timmy the Tapeworm.
Good point.
We discussed how close all of us got.
Or didn't get.
With Menage a Trois.
None of us were ever close to doing that.
Teddy played some of the most cringe-worthy audio of all time today during the Too Hot segment.
Well, he just did that the segment before. I didn't feel like in the 5 o'clock Pulse segment, we were just coming off of that. And it was very,
the
very
Pulse isn't called. Here's what we talked about the first hour and 45 minutes.
But it was just it was like 5 minutes ago when we got done with that. You're right. Timmy the Tapeworm.
Timmy the Tapeworm.
Star
Look at
of the
this.
show.
Look at this right here.
Josh Jennings, wherever you are.
Oh, he's heard about it. You know it.
A thank you card should be in order. Because that is some good pub for Timmy the Tapeworm.
Good.
2 ratings on Amazon. Should be 10 by the end of the day.
Talked about how your kid has Just weak DNA.
Yakking.
You throwing up all over the place. Your son throwing up all over the place. I have not vomited since 1997.
It's an unbelievable accomplishment, but it's not something that I'm proud of. I've passed it on, apparently, the weak stomach. And when I was a kid, too, I was given soda whenever I wanted it. So my parents did me no favors by giving me all the Coke, all the Sprite that I ever wanted.
Well, didn't you at some point wise up and have some accountability and say maybe I shouldn't drink a 2-liter in 2 seconds?
I did eventually, but it took a while to get there.
If Mommy and Daddy Hall were too stupid to tell you?
It tastes so sweet.
Oh, so good.
I can't say no to an ice cold Coke. It's delicious. I need it.
You came in today and you told me all about the Beachmaster.
Fascinating stuff.
At first, I thought you said Beastmaster.
Sounds
I thought
similar.
It was some sort of He-Man character, but no, you said Beachmaster.
No, so
go ahead.
I take you down to the Peninsula Valdez. It's lovely. It's in
Where's that?
It's in Argentina.
Okay,
it's in South America.
I've heard wonderful things about Argentina, especially from the former Nazis.
I have too. I believe their climate suits us. We should go down to Buenos Aires.
No.
And we should live the rest of our days.
The whole Apo Taco with the seasons and stuff, I can't handle that.
I don't care. It's in the mid-50s today. It's beautiful. Not that far from Antarctica down there in southern Argentina.
It's a big country. What are you talking about?
It is a big country, but
I don't want to be down there.
Lovely.
Southern Hemisphere creeps me out.
So anyway, I'm watching The Americas on NBC. Tom Hanks narrates this. It's 10 episodes. It's quite stunning. I mean, the videography... It's great. And you can learn a lot. And so this is...
I checked it out.
This is education.
It's all right. It's no David Attenborough. It's okay.
It's all
right.
Give it a chance.
Fine.
So Peninsula Valdez in Argentina, some 60,000 elephant seals hang out there. These are the big, ugly suckers. They've got these big, thing-like trunks.
Tusks.
That's why they're called... No, not tusks. They're noses. They're snoots.
Oh, I got to
So it's like an
up here.
elephant trunk for a nose. It's hideous. They're not like the cute seals that you're used to seeing, like the leopard seals. Look at one of these big male elephant seals.
Yeah, they're not very attractive.
Yeah. So these dudes, the dominant ones, they can grow to be 4 tons. That's 8,000 pounds to you and me. And when they get into fight mode, they'll kind of stand themselves up on the fin. So not even taking into account the total length of their bodies, they could be 10 feet high when they get into attack mode. And they're not throwing punches because they don't have any arms, but they just whip their heads and they've got their sharp teeth that's out there. Thousands of pounds of pressure with each swing. So I'm learning about these guys and just sort of how they hang out and what they're doing on the beach. Now, the real dominant males, they have a code name of Beachmaster. These Beachmasters, they are the dominant elephant seal males of the breeding colonies. And they have, and I'm telling you, they have exclusive mating rights with the harem of seals. So all the female seals, they belong to the Beachmaster. They're all with the Beachmaster. And if anybody wants to come at him, they have to fight him and take him out. And every so often, after a month or two goes by, Beachmaster's pretty tired. He just kind of lays around in the sun all day.
That's a lot of pressure, though.
It's a lot of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure.
You're talking about 50, 60, over 100 female seals.
They all
that
want,
you're mating with.
They all want to reproduce, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. And so
a lot of pressure.
Another big elephant seal, he'll be roaming around the sea. He'll see a bunch of fine seals hanging out on the Peninsula Valdez, maybe. Maybe it's somewhere else. Maybe it's Monterey Bay. Maybe you're up here in North America.
Did they talk about in this documentary how loud they are while mating?
So,
because I'm just reading this story right now.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's like a jet engine.
So when I saw the video of the Challenger appear from the water, first of all, this
you met the Challenger disaster for a second.
No,
that was a bad day.
We got our no, not that.
Okay.
We've got our heavyweight champion, the Beachmaster, and then a challenger appears from the sea.
I see.
He doesn't go right up to the Beachmaster and say, "Hey, let's go. I'm ready to take you out." He just goes right to the ladies. He just starts, "Hey, I'm here, gals.
But then the Beachmaster gets wind of this.
And then, of quarter mile up the sand there, Beachmaster is hearing it, and he lets out this roar, and it's 130 or more decibels, this warning shot that he calls out.
Apparently they do that when they're in the throes of passion, too.
That, too. But especially when he sees somebody come up on his turf and try to get in with his harem. He doesn't like that at all. What is the loudest nationwide arena has ever gotten? What's like a good sports decibel? I feel like 105, 110. That's really, really loud.
I can tell you the shot's never been that loud.
No. It's been a while. We'd like to get there
That's
again.
what they should do. They have those videos like to get the crowd going.
What was the
They should
Arrowhead
just
Stadium?
put an elephant seal on the Jumbotron in the throes of passion. Let's go.
I feel like Arrowhead had this record here. Okay, so they did set the record in 2014 of 142.2.
I don't buy any of that crap.
Either way, that's 70,000 screaming people, and we're talking about one animal is letting out a bellow that's over 130 decibels. So anyway, I thought this was very fascinating today that we've got this species. We've got elephant seals where you got a Beachmaster. Honestly, it sounds like the name of an igloo cooler, the cool one that has the handle and the wheels that you're taking out to the beach. Here I am with my Beachmaster 3000. I got a whole 24 pack of Coors Light fit into this here today.
Thanks for the education, Timmy.
You don't want to hear me tell you about dolphins.
Nature's rapists.
Dolphins are ridiculously sexual. There's no reason for it.
What do you mean there's no reason for it?
Well, I guess there's reason for it, but they are. Look it up. Do some Googling about dolphins and their activity.
I saw a show on one of these educational channels once upon a time. It was called Dolphins, Nature's Rapists. And
That's
then I
what
got
it was
upset.
called?
I got upset for a second because I said, hey, wait a minute. We rape too. We're humans. We're part of nature. And then I realized I shouldn't be proud of that.
No. No, you shouldn't.
Wouldn't you know that the animals most like us also have flaws like us?
Yeah. And, I mean, they're not really that much like us, are they? I mean, they live in the water and they don't have arms and legs and they go, that's how they talk.
First of all, they don't do that.
They're really cute, though. And they smile all the time.
They don't smile. That's just their face.
Okay, well, their faces look like they're smiling. Yes, I know they don't smile all the time. They're not good and clean, apparently.
Smile! Caden Lindstrom, Jackets' first-round pick from last year, is going to play at Michigan State. Pretty much missed the entire season. He had back issues. He went to go play at Medicine Hat late in the spring.
You love Medicine Hat.
Love myself some Medicine Hat. He had a little bit of success there, and now he's going to go play for Michigan State.
All right. Well, college route can be the right way to go.
I don't know. I don't know if the Blue Jackets want him. I mean, he'll be closer at Michigan State, but Medicine Hat. You're playing in a professional league. You're playing with men. I don't know if they prefer that route for development, but that's what he's chosen to do.
Look how it's gone for some of the players that are on their roster. Playing some Big Ten hockey. And that's been a decent transition for those younger players. I think right now, like what they've got in the mix, they've got a good young core. So hopefully, Caden Lindstrom gets the development that he needs. You got another good young player that's coming up in the system now.
Nervous about him, though.
Why so nervous?
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
In 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 5-minute slowdown due to an accident that's blocking the left lane if you're looking to travel on southbound 71 on the north side between 161 and Morse Road. And there's just a couple-minute delay on southbound 270 on the west outer belt between Cemetery Road and I-70. This report is sponsored by Erie Insurance. Celebrating 100 years of protecting your family's most priceless moments. Then, now, always. Erie Insurance. ErieInsurance.com. That's ErieInsurance.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
If the newest escape room in town is just you trying to escape from your busted garage door, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we've fixed crappy garage doors straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Save big on your next project right now at Menards. From mold and mildew to stains and hard-to-stick surfaces, preparing your paint project has never been easier than with Bullseye 123. Zinsser Bullseye 123 Primer is an all-purpose, high-performance, water-based primer for interior and exterior residential, commercial, and industrial applications. Save big on Bullseye 123 Primer. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
He shoots, he scores!
No matter your sport, it's a great time of year to be a fan. But the fun stops when you or a loved one can't control your gambling. At Maryhaven, we're here to help. Whether it's gambling, drugs, alcohol, or mental health, you don't have to go it alone. With in-person, virtual, and group options, Maryhaven meets you where you are. Always judgment-free. Go to maryhaven.com today. That's maryhaven.com.
Don't settle for ordinary this summer when adventure awaits. Make memories that will last forever only at your Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, Central Ohio's family destination for fun. Plan your perfect summer trip at columbuszoo.org.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
The #1 pizza expert and the #4 college basketball expert at the radio station.
Just from looking at your clothes and weight, I can tell you all watch a lot of free network television.
This is Man and Timmy.
Happy Thursday. Yeah.
Happy Thursday to you, too.
Happy
We're talking about Caden Lindstrom.
That's right. Caden Lindstrom, Jackets #1 pick from last draft.
#4 overall pick.
Was sidelined for most of the season because of back issues, which, by the way, the Blue Jackets knew when they drafted him. This is not breaking news.
It has been surgically repaired.
That's correct.
And it's got to heal.
And so he started playing in Medicine Hat late in the spring. And now he's announced that he's going to go to Michigan State and play there. And I just wondered aloud if that was what the Blue Jackets preferred from a developmental standpoint. Maybe the answer is yes. I don't know. But what concerns me about Caden Lindstrom, and it has since day one, is the back. Because we have seen, even with surgery, some of these guys just not recover from these back injuries. They are debilitating. I'm a guy who has a terrible back. I have the slipped discs and the herniated lumbars and all that crap. I'm not a professional athlete. I'm a fat ass on the radio. But I've seen guys who are professional athletes been brought to their knees by terrible back pain. We had a guy here in Nathan Horton who we thought was going to be the future of the franchise when he's walking around at the Columbus Zoo.
He came here in part because he loved that zoo.
And he was in such horrible back pain that it was difficult for him to even move. We've seen a guy like, David Wright in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, for the Mets.
Where it would take him 3 hours a day just to be able to stand upright enough to try and play baseball.
No,
that's how bad the back was.
You are right. I guess there's really nothing there's nothing I could say to you that's going to just change your mind and make you...
Right, I'm not saying it's at that level, and it's going to be at that level, but I've just seen too much of it. It concerns me.
It is... You've got a right to feel concerned about him. The good... Not to say that it's good news. You did spend a #4 overall pick on him, but beyond that, there's no major financial investment into a player. He's a draft pick. You would love for it to work out. That's the whole reason you drafted him.
You're talking about him like you took a flyer in the sixth round.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about it in regards of you're not having to sink millions and millions and millions of dollars into him. You're going to see him go to Michigan State now, and you're going to see him continue his rehab. And if it works, which you're really hopeful that it does, then you're going to get onto the track of bringing him up to be a Columbus Blue Jacket and hopefully start to turn into everything that you envisioned with him. They're not going to rush him.
They've said that over and over again. They're not going to rush him. And, he's going to be at developmental camp. He's going to be at camp. He was not able to really do that last year. He'll have a full camp, hopefully stay healthy.
And hopefully a full college hockey season.
Go to Michigan State and stay healthy, and then we'll see what happens in a year. But I'm a little concerned. That's all.
I'm not. Yeah,
I don't want to be Debbie Downer.
I'm not going to change your mind on that because you're absolutely right. Back issues and starting your career with them. Gosh, I'm like thinking about Greg Oden and with his knee issues now and what it did to his NBA career.
Michigan has offered 2027 defensive back prospect Charles Woodson Jr. a scholarship.
We know that name.
Now he's part owner of the Browns now, Charles Woodson.
Like 0.9%.
I don't know. Who cares? He's in the ownership
of the Browns. Yeah,
Charles Woodson, once upon a time an Ohio guy, went to Michigan. We know the success. Now his kid is a apparently big time prospect. There's no star rating on him because he's a 2027 guy. But he's got scholarship offers from big-time schools, and Michigan jumps in, as they should. And I have said that I think there should be some sort of legacy scholarship that you simply have to offer some of your best players. Charles Woodson's definitely that guy. Like if Evan Turner's kid is like a 2-star guy.
Okay, I was going to say we have to establish some sort of you've got to have some resemblance of a rating.
If you're of course you can't just have like
he's
one arm.
He's in band. Let's bring him in. I play the clarinet. I don't care.
Evan Turner was National Player of the Year. Evan Turner has a son
that plays basketball.
Whether he's good or bad, you got to offer him a deal.
And
he's Evan Turner. Oh, I mean, I can't do that today, Teddy.
Oh, I'm the Beachmaster. That's a good try. So this could be sort of like a separate scholarship. Then. Separate knob. Doesn't dip into the main scholarship numbers.
No.
You get a legacy scholarship for each cycle.
No, it's the main scholarship.
Oh, man. Okay. Gobble up a main scholarship.
Let me tell you something. There are certain people that were so important to your program, it should go without saying.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie George is a kid that wants to play. Come on down.
What about Beanie and his 2 boys?
All right. Beanie's not good enough.
Oh, come on.
No Beanie.
Why no Beanie?
No Beanie. Not good enough.
Beanie pretty good.
Not Eddie George?
No, not Eddie, but Beanie good.
We got to draw a line somewhere, don't we, Timmy?
I guess we do. Right below Eddie George.
Tom, Dick, and Harry we're offering scholarships to.
Tom, Dick, and Harry. Joe Bowserman, I'm sorry.
Oh, Joe Bowserman.
You missed the cut. Braxton Miller, JT Barrett. What's our line right there? Mikey don't know. It's a tough call. Both good players.
Do we have to assign hardware to it? Like, does a Heisman Trophy have to be involved from a football standpoint?
Well, you're making it a lot easier.
Or do you have to be a principal player on a team that won the national championship?
We should just make this black and white, right? So either like you get a certain accomplishment.
Heisman?
There's not many Heisman winners, though, because there's a lot of people that are really, really vital to your program that didn't win the Heisman. What about...
Well, like Marvin Harrison, right?
What about two-time consensus All-Americans? 2-time.
Marvin Harrison Jr. has a younger brother. And we just got word that Buckeyes offered him a scholarship. I think I made the joke that if he had no legs, you still offer him a scholarship.
And his name is Jet, so we could still... Jet! We could apply the song to him. Yeah, we could.
Man, this is a good show, isn't it, Teddy? Want to read Timmy the Tapeworm again?
I don't think we have time. I don't think there's any time.
Should I take tomorrow off? Am I that objectionable?
You don't sound that objectionable. You say you don't feel bad, right?
I don't, but I'm straining to speak.
You do sound a little bit rough, but it's still good. You're still here.
No, you lie.
You're still doing the show. Hey, did you see?
No.
Did you see that Ohio State?
I ain't seen it.
They are number 3 in the updated, number 4 here in ESPN's college football power index. Ohio State is behind Texas, Georgia, and Alabama. Penn State rounds out the top 5. Now, there's some percentages here in this, too. To make the college football playoff, Buckeyes are 70.6% chance to make the playoff. To make the national championship game, 21.3%. And to win the national championship, 10.8%. I guess that's why they're fourth or tied for fourth. Well, the FPI has a slight edge for Alabama, but they've got the same exact percentage chance.
I don't understand.
As the Crimson Tide to
I'm
win
sure
the title.
they'll tell me that they have some advanced metric that they use.
Oh, there's a lot of metrics.
They have this success rate when they use it, but we don't know who the quarterback of this team is going to be. You don't know what this product is going to look like. I understand during the season, to a point, we start to get some game film under our belts.
Mm-hmm.
We start to realize who's good, who's not. Like right now, we look at this matchup with Texas. I think it's going to be one of the best matchups in college football the entire season. But we've seen it before. Maybe Texas goes out and loses 5 games. Maybe they suck. We saw it when we went to Notre Dame, didn't we? We looked at that victory as like, oh, look at what we did. We went on the road. We beat Notre Dame. Yes, they didn't have enough people on the field to stop us, but still, we did it. And then what did Notre Dame do?
They went out and lost to Marshall.
They sucked.
The very next game.
And so that win didn't mean as much. We're assigning value. We're assigning value to things right now. We don't know how valuable they are.
I think, yeah, we don't know. And I think what you see with a lot of the top-heavy teams in college football is they all are going through quite a bit of change. And so
that's the nature of college sports now. It's always going to be like that.
Well, it wasn't last year for the Buckeyes, right? And that was a big reason why.
Well, that's true. But that was an anomaly, though, in college football.
They did have a brand new quarterback, so that still brought some reservations about what they were going to be. But when you saw the nucleus of their team and everybody else that they brought back, I think there was less hesitation. And you were getting a quarterback that had 4 years of college football experience. And you kind of had that warm blanket feeling of they really went out and did their homework and they picked Will Howard.
We don't have that.
They got the guy that they wanted to get. And I do believe Julian Sain is going to take control of this battle. He's going to ultimately win the job. He's going to be a good player. I don't know if he's going to be at that level that we've seen, and it's a pretty darn high level. I mean, even go to a guy like Will Howard. But then you've got guys like Justin Fields and C.J. Stroud who were big-time quarterbacks. I don't know if he's going to be that.
Well, these were first-round picks.
First-round picks and guys that we expect to do big things, CJ at least, in the National Football League still.
Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 15-minute slowdown if you need to use eastbound 70 on the east side from Livingston Avenue to Bryce Road. And there's a 5-minute delay on eastbound 33 between 270 and Bixby Road, and that's on the East Outer Belt. This report is sponsored by Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell, Divorce and Family Law. Call 866-323-7529. That's 866-323-7529. Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on. CordellCordell.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Spring showers revealing roofing or siding issues? Trust the pros at Newman Roofing for expert care, white glove service, and quality you can count on. Schedule your estimate today and take advantage of special financing options. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com today.
There's a huge focus in America today about your health, and you're determined to look beyond the pills. You don't want to have surgery, because I know I didn't. So you want to talk to the person that's in pain right now? Well, that was me. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone you love, and maybe you've done everything you can. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter for my friends at QC Kinetics. They're different. They're not about those quick fixes. This isn't going to be some shot that's going to make you feel better. It's not a surgery that's going to put you on the shelf. They're about long-term relief. This is regenerative medicine we're talking about right here. Your own body's healing properties to heal the damaged tissue at the cellular level. QC Kinetics, they've helped tens of thousands of people, so many of them right here in the Columbus area and across the country. They'd be honored to help you just like they helped me with my knee, just like they helped my dad. Here's what they're going to do. They're not going to mask the pain. They're going to go to the source of it. So go check them out at qckinetics.com/Columbus to see if you're a good candidate, or give them a call at 380-228-4544. They've got offices in Dublin and in Gahanna and newly in Canal Winchester and Grove City.
You had a solid retirement dream. Sell your home in a few years, bank the equity, downsize, and travel. But with an unpredictable economy and the future feeling uncertain, you're wondering if that equity will still be there when you're ready. What if you could bank that equity right now? With Truehold, you can sell your home for its current value, so you can access your equity today. You can bank the cash now and stay in the home you love with an easy standard lease. TrueHold even covers property taxes, insurance, and repairs. And since TrueHold hands over your equity in cash now, it's yours to do whatever you'd like. Don't let a shifting economy put your hard-earned equity at risk. Visit TrueHold.com and receive their competitive offer on your home in just 48 hours, based on its current value, not what's coming. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit TrueHold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without moving. That's TrueHold.com.
It's Kubota Orange Days. From America's #1 selling compact tractor to zero-turn mowers and versatile RTVs, get your perfect match delivered to your door. Now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,000 off BX 2380 tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Stop by CEC Turf and Tractor in Athens, Canal, Winchester, Lancaster, or Toledo to see their full line of Kubota tractors and mowers, or check them out online at CECTurfandTractor.com.
Hey, it's Timmy Hall for Central Ohio's most trusted and experienced group of orthopedic experts, Orthopedic One. They helped me with my hip pain, and I trust they can help you as well, because Orthopedic One is where you go to get better. Find a physician or location at www.orthopedic1.com.
The Buckeyes are national champions. And you listen to it all right here on The Fan. And next year when they do it again, it'll be here on The Fan. And the year after that, well, you know the drill. Always and forever, your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for Window Nation. Summer is officially here, and so are the rising temperatures. Before you know it, you'll be wondering what else you can do to keep cool during the dog days of summer. You want to beat the heat and keep the AC in your home? Get Window Nation's energy-efficient vinyl windows. During their semi-annual sale, you can buy 4 windows and get 4 windows free. Plus a free entry door when you purchase a house full of windows, and no money down, no interest, and no monthly payments until 2027. So how exactly do they keep their prices affordable? It's a great question. Window Nation works directly with the top window manufacturers in the country, which means all their windows are assembled right here in the USA. Plus, their windows come with a lifetime warranty, so you'll keep saving long into the future. Window Nation's semi-annual sale ends soon. So buy 4 windows, get 4 windows free, and a free entry door when you purchase a house full of windows, plus pay nothing until 2027. Schedule your estimate right now, 866-90-NATION, or visit windownation.com. Once again, that number, 866-90-NATION, or go to their website, windownation.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Patriot Air Comfort Systems and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
No cookie tonight. Timmy want Bibby Bop.
No cookie, Timmy?
No cookie. Sometimes you just get to that. Thursday is usually the day in the week for us where it could be the pizza night. We don't have the set night for anything. And I respect any families that do. We don't. We've never pigeonholed ourselves like Friday night's pizza night,
when
Tuesday night's taco night
was a thing, and hopefully it's a thing again in a couple months. Wednesday night was our Chinese night. Every single week.
Without fail.
Wednesday night Chinese food night.
Yes. Again, I got no problem with families that do that. They got their set nights of the week where they're going to have this.
You had your Taco Tuesday.
We actually had Taco Wednesday. It got flipped.
And then?
With tacos last night. Makes no sense.
Your son puked.
Then blah.
Because you're serving him raw chicken. What's the matter with you?
Bad chicken, man.
Mess you up.
Bad chicken. We're eating a lot of fish lately. You know what? I could be a fish every day guy. There are so many fish in the sea.
What do they call that? Pescatarian?
Pescatarian. I mean, if you're rolling in the big bucks, right? I think Cam Newton was the last athlete celeb I remember that came out and said he was a pescatarian, just fish for the meat. I love almost any kind of fish you're going to put in front of me, prepared in a variety of ways.
How do you cook it at home?
Oh, I'll do it on the Blackstone.
Salmon?
Salmon, yeah. I like the skin on the salmon.
I don't like the skin.
I love the skin on the one side of the salmon.
No.
Yeah, I do. I like it.
You know what I also don't like on the salmon is that little crap tube.
the tube of crap on the salmon. Just get it out. Just get it out of there. Just get it out of there. Just get rid of it with your fork. Just cut it out.
I don't mind salmon, but I got to cook it in the oven. I don't want the whole house to smell.
What's your favorite kinds of fishes you like to have? What do you like?
Yeah, we really done it now, huh, Teddy?
Stop.
The mollusk?
Mollusk. No mollusk.
No?
You look like a cod guy to me.
I do like a cod.
You do.
Although here's what I discovered.
Like a fresh Atlantic cod.
When it comes to fish and chips, cod, fine. If all you can get is cod, good.
Yes.
Haddock.
Haddock is a lot of what they get you in Scotland or probably England as well.
Haddock.
Haddock's good. Forget about the tatties and mince. Give me the fish and chips. Or the clooty dumplings. I don't want to see those either.
Clooty dumplings.
It's a dish. It's disgusting, but it's a dish.
I don't like the mushy
haggis.
peas either.
Oh,
the minty, mushy peas.
No.
Get the hell out of here.
I don't need tomatoes, like hot tomatoes with my breakfast
I like
either.
them stewed with my blood sausage.
Hey, a couple of baseball updates for you. Let me know what you think here. We got first President Trump and his support of Pete Rose. We heard this before, but Rob Manfred was speaking on a wide variety of topics yesterday. He said the president was one of a number of voices that was supportive of the idea that this was the right decision, talking about going with ending permanent bans for some of the league's legends with their death. He said, obviously, I've got the respect for the office, the advice that he gave, and I paid attention to it, but I had a lot of other people that were weighing in on the topic as well. So obviously, Rose got in. Shoeless Joe got in as well. Where are you at with robot umpires and at least having the ability to have computer technology appeal ball strike calls in the 2026 regular season?
You have the technology. You're confident in the technology enough where you would use it for a challenge system. To me, you use it all the time. You know, that was the whole issue in the past, was you weren't confident enough in using this all the time. But if you're confident enough now, which it seems like they are, to implement a challenge system, that means you have no question whether this is accurate or not,
right?
And whether your ballparks are ready for it.
It's perfect.
So I would institute it permanently, not do a challenge system.
You had this in effect for 288 games in spring training. Teams were successful on over 52% of their ball strike challenges.
Here's what you have to do, though. If you're going to do this challenge system, you know, in the dugout, they've got TV feeds, they've got, you know, guys upstairs in their ear. They do this for, you know, challenges at home plate or whatever it is. You get a little thing in your ear, challenge that call. They get on the phone. We've seen that,
do
right?
it quick.
You can't have those K zones on the screen, on the broadcast.
You don't like it, I know.
It's neither here nor there. No, I don't like it. I'd like to remove it. But if you're going to have a system in place where you're challenging balls and strikes, and the broadcast clearly shows which one it is, that takes all the nuance out of the challenge.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah,
because you're upstairs on the monitor, you see it. Oh, that hit the K zone. Challenge it. Right?
It's sort of unfair.
It is unfair.
Yeah,
you know what the outcome is going to be.
Then that's not challenging. You know, if there's absolutely no way for you to lose it, I do get what you're saying. You make a great point in that regard. What about Olympics for baseball players?
Don't like
yay or nay? You hate this.
I don't like it for hockey either, and then people yell at me all the time.
So baseball is going to be returning. It was played from 92 to 08, and then again in 2021. So 2028 Olympics. We're going to have NFL guys doing flag football.
You have
maybe Major League Baseball players in the Olympics.
Right or wrong, you have worked hard to make the World Baseball Classic a thing. You've been doing it for over 10 years now, and it's actually finally starting to catch root.
It's the only thing that can fill a stadium in South Florida.
Well, that's true enough.
Right?
And now you want to make that less important by doing Olympic baseball. To me, that makes no sense. All right, back page.
The back page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
I saw another article here yesterday about the incidence of cars running into buildings still climbing in Columbus. We did this a few months ago.
What the hell is happening out there?
What is going on? Columbus Police Sergeant James Fuqua shared stats from the last 3 years. So far in 2025, 67 cars have rammed or crashed into buildings in Columbus. Last year, there were 226 of these incidents. In 2023, there were 161 cars into buildings. And in 2022, there were 166. We're putting people in situations where they should never be, and you should never worry about sitting in a restaurant or in a business and having a car come through that restaurant and possibly through your table. Yeah, you think? He said there's no rhyme, reason, or consistency when it comes to these incidents. Really?
You want consistency?
Nothing?
It's like, well, it's Tuesday. Second Tuesday of the month. Here comes another car right through the window.
I mean, I would imagine it has something to do with distracted driving and you're on your phone and you're ramming into a building. You're running a red light or you're speeding. Certainly there's got to be things that are studied when a car goes into a building. You're drunk, you're distracted.
You ever run into a building?
No, and I'm not going to unless my brakes go out like I'm in a movie.
My mom has, but it was our building.
Your building?
It was our house.
Your house?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
She was parking in the garage and just didn't stop.
Just ran into the wall?
She ran right into the wall.
Hey.
Stupid idiot.
You got any gum?
I'm sorry, I was listening to the Macarena.
Macarena? Hey,
I got distracted.
Macarena. Aye.
That Chumbawamba song came on.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at a couple minutes slowdown due to an accident that's blocking the two right lanes. On westbound 670 after 3rd Street, it is moving slow from 71. And there's a 5-minute slowdown on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt from 161 to Cleveland Avenue. This report is sponsored by NJM Insurance. While some insurance companies use gimmicks to get your attention, NJM would rather focus on putting their policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Visit NJM.com to learn more. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
We've all got it, you know, that one crazy thing you've always wanted to do, that bucket list goal. Then a cancer diagnosis, and that one thing still goes according to plan. I would know I'm getting my first tattoo right now, while my 3 beautiful daughters laugh hysterically at me. 58 years old, 4 years of cancer-free checkups at Ohio Health. Go ahead and get a picture, girls. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Need cash for home projects, debt consolidation, or a big purchase? CME Federal Credit Union has your solution. With a CME HELOC, you can get a low intro rate of just 3.95% for the first 6 months, helping you save while you borrow. Plus, you can close in as fast as 10 days, so your plans don't have to wait. Need flexible funds fast? Visit CMEFCU.org to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
A healthy body needs good food. This summer, the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce is sponsoring Sun Meals, a summer food program where kids eat free. Children under 18 receive healthy meals and no sign-up is required. Locations may be right in your neighborhood. Call 1-866-348-6479 or visit education.ohio.gov/kidseat for meal locations and times. That's education.ohio.gov/kidseat.
Hi, I'm Mandy. I'm one of the at-home coaches with Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Honestly, I think the thing I hear the most is I didn't realize how easy it was. That first weekly they come in, they're like, oh my gosh, I already noticed that I'm not as bloated in my face or in my abdomen, or I've been sleeping better. I've been waking up with so much more energy. I don't need my coffee throughout the day. They're coming in a month or two later and they're like, hey, like my doctor said I need to lower my meds. I'm losing a ton of inches on my waist. I'm buying new pant sizes. And we're looking at the scale and we're like, yeah, your visceral fat's down again. That's fantastic. And we're celebrating all of these wins. And then we talk about, okay, next step. Let's talk about how to maintain it. This isn't over. This is just the next stage. That's what your health coach is there for.
Thanks, Mandy. This is Scotty Vegas. Easy weight loss with results that actually last. With Awaken 180 Weight Loss, you will succeed and you'll enjoy the process. Online at awaken180weightloss.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and so are the summer savings at RCD RV. Don't miss RCD RV's summer kickoff sale running June 7th through the 21st. New RVs starting as low as $12,995. Now's the time to make a splash this summer. Hurry in. Those deals will not last long. Find unbeatable savings, unforgettable fun, and everything you need to hit the road at RCDRV.com. Visit our locations, Delaware, Heath, and Pataskala, or shop online anytime at RCDRV.com.
We can come the day you call us.
We're 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Brian, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Okay, ask away.
Sometimes when we're talking, I hear a little sparkling sound.
Is it when one of us says, all you have to do is point?
There it is. Did you hear that?
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic? Like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Hey, look, it's Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Say hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
You know what I love the most about your store?
What's that, Common Man?
The way you treat people. You get to know your customers. That's why they keep coming back. No sleazeballs around. Just good, clean boys and girls selling jewelry.
Stop in and see the difference for yourself.
Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com. It's where Columbus gets engaged. Tell them Common Man sent you.
Broadcasting from the